If you say enda oba Ghana, enya obia na ne bawo SS. Enya obia na why na adwene krampo say oba bewo edi akorako SS. Inti as we speak, obi ko SS no is not the priority of the nation. No. Say obi ebe to me acquire sabia ye beje ne nkwa is a priority of the nation. Say obi sebio obetumi aye adwuma edi eduane abafie ema ne mma ne kununum enye biedi ema omunwu a survive no is a priority of the nation. Ye ka nyoma dodo a nipa dodo ni hia. There are so many people in Ghana at the end of the day omumba any free SHS. The gap between omo drop it out of school in Ghana from primary school to junior high school. A one drop it out of school a lot and SS. So I read the statistics of Inquara. Drop it out of school, ko school, jai school, normal kotenefia between class 5 to JSS 3. Sa range, you know, drop it out of school pa. And in Kabai way, so my way, see a percent ke chichiri school some and na JJ Rollins must start here F cube. Now no pokwajima mobile, their concentration was on basic education. Say a percent you starting your school ni jina na so ye na nyoma koye a free SHS there hono. It is something that has been the constitution for years, and it is something that has to be implemented gradually. I was saying me ni ko basic baby a enkwara baby a omodu age mpo they don't know what to do. Sa part na nka say yetumi e protect omo. But we know the funny thing about this government, the air no omo jai. The air easy no omo ye. Implementing free SHS is the most easiest thing on this planet. Yeah. It is the most easiest. Why do I say it is the easiest? All that you have to do is at the end of the day, say these kids are in school. Matama baisika. So be benye duane di emfa me ho. So benye bi papa da emfa me ho. Me in school emfa me ho. Makacha mo my free SHS. That's the most easiest thing to implement. The most difficult one to implement in any basic schools, no? From primary all the way to JSS. When I was buying to me a grasp. When I was buying no to me that contact with the education ministry. Contact to the students. That is where majority of our resources, no, I was say the Fiscal, because akwara our primary to JSS 3. So when to me and ranking Kenya, we will all see it. There are so many people in the senior high school that they can't read, but we don't see it because there's so much free senior high school. Inti so you're Ghanaian, you need to sit back and ask yourself, say, okay, right now, no, what am I voting for? Mawo, meba free SHS. Na, Mrs. Meba free SHS. Na, CCR, meba ni free SHS. Inti meba ni free SHS, a den na woto abama. O to abama dien. Oh, me to abama free SHS. Na wankasa woto edwuma ben na woye. Wankasa woto rapomu den de sen. Ete sen, wankasa woto no, de insuo ben na wonom. Enti dia ose ne bawo free SHS no ontuma free SHS na wo so se economy no na opese yeye na unya edwuma papa bi ye na se wadwuma koso a then you vote according to the economy no eyew. Enti so because the free SHS enti no beto aba sa nipa ne se me bawo free SHS a manento ema free SHS ya wonkora bebra omo free SHS ni mu a omo so omo beto eti aban no busa won sa de ntira if you say omo no mo ti free SHS ni mu omo no nim how bad it is. Amu no nim abaning dada or dada eye omo awofo enkura dodo omo free SHS no any omo wie no they are not willing to vote for this government. Inti sa ukoto abana you need to sit back and ask yourself because enye obi ka se me free SHS no wo free SHS na ope you need to ask yourself what you also need. Ote aya Accra la General Hospital ebu otogu oyere nyam ana oba bi yare se sia obusa wo se obi se the ball free SHS nti na okoto aba wo die nti na wo koto aba because making wa wo ne make say we 65 onwu biem sebio oni wukuru nete o pensions ka na odididi sebio pensions ka no amba busumi bia dialysis ana say eduro so okoto wo de eden wo de hwe ho yare no sa sika no amba ubewu. Are you going to vote based on free SHS wo nana bi beko free SHS? That is the question. We are Ghana ni sebio baby out no unim say the air cost no unsio say chema untumi ya galam say unim say e was say jai sade we fu a ewo ho ukokọ fu o say unuanom ansase nyina say sebio ubusa ho say se sia no yakofia efu a yebusiafo ye jama aye ade a yedidi so nkakra no sesia no saa de nyina aban se onhwe ho nka ho asem mibusa wo sebio one wo ma aduane a mobedi wanka se wapom den efuo no na ehwe wo question ne se free SHS na obeto ama anase obeto ama aban no abeyi saa galamsefuo no firi ho na wo so no wefuo no etumagina ne na so na wetumato edura hwe wo ho edi bia hwe wo mba omo ni free SHS. If you say you're Ghana for baby or Ghana, omumba free SHS. At the end of the day, omumba free SHS. How are they going to eat? A better money apumudin papa. A car abine bono omuno mubetia. Abine baya when criti a juma masa awofono. Inti sa a month for na almost we school omuye mbebunua omu ya omumba free SHS no omono sono dienti no montuaba. The question is, why should I vote? Dia na wujina so atuaba. Because when we were SS 3 years ago, when we were polytechnics 2 years ago, when we were university 2 years ago, we are mabunu, upe juma, o pesa we den, o pesa wosu di also pesa minor nyomako ye. Are you going to vote based on free SHS, or you are going to vote based on a government that will come in and create job opportunities for you? That is the question you need to ask yourself. In this original baby, now so upon and tuma, no send the back of free SHS, or not the decision, no. At the end of the day, Sani Panokrampono will name the decision and the banner what FSS no eba be because majority of our omutium free SHS with you know, omumana omu school no so omun toma abino because omuna omudi emona say no. You need to be very tactical about how you vote. You need to understand the say abana okotono NPP for NPB are very diabolic. Omoya nkophobia omoya bro. They look at the weakness of their followers. And one will say, right now, no, they are concentrating on idea followers have no knowledge about. Me say, as a nation, baby implementation, education, dimpa, basic. SS is the easiest to implement. Basic education, baby obadbe to mention 1, 2, 3. Obetumesua ABCD, obetumaya arithmetic, baby obadbe to mention basic science, baby obadbe to mention calculation, obadbe to me ehu senior your true words, your recite comprehension, senior obadbe basics, and senior obedu JSS, because obano ehu sa nyomani nyina no dru JSS or true exams na obefeli. Abanka so obianko SSR obeko SS obe pejini kwasia obe pie oba be amdroba because at the end of the day material na era SS no it does not have any ambition. It is not a material that has been tested ora SS na obetumi change anything because akrani free primary no we nya basics no right or GSS no we nya any better education because abane neglected GSS for anytime make acha mo awofo na mo mba ne bi wo GSS na mo ka say free SHS no abane yineni ama basic no and ose munko free SHS obano otro BC no onya 90 no ra SSR obe pie free SS aba asa aba be den aba be kromfo because SS no run just pass and go and yet he's not going to get anything out of SS no kono into mo bi catch say oh free SHS aba you ask yourself wow okoto aba no free SHS no how is it going to help you ye jedwa anything and ye we a young man, onwoda. We a young lady, onwoda. Ejuma na ope. We a old man, or pension. Sebio, o pensions kaka kraba, utubiti kakra de show umba o BCA, basic education, primary, any JSS. What is the kind of show who air de ekoto undro. Free SHS, how is it going to help you? And na wujina swatu abana se aban bimra na ombeji eye usika akemu maun. Aban bimbra na wo bebunu na wunye dwuma ye no aban ne ye den emma we dwuma ye. You need to have a reason for voting. Na MPP for them say Ghana for ye Jimmy into the mind say problems na ehia ye no omo de ni nyina hye cake na se e na omo de free SHS afa ho into omo duru baby omo se free SHS but I no mo refi say omo kan sem bi kire mo. Now ma menkyere adekudie ntia sa MPP we eye MPP a omo ye diabolic emu mpenifo ne nkwara nyina eye akromfo omon kanu kura omo shada eden eshada edada Ghana for nan senior ti se JA Kofo akasa se Mahmoud Baumia oyenipa bia boss Mahmoud Bawumia nipa bi yankotoma no adentira ose Bawumia awa ben mu 8 years adentira ose Bawumia a politician a sebio onu na betime di man no so moma yankotie je ekufo asem ya okan ye biwi a ne emfa ngeje se de na nkofo kan efa kufo no kufo sebio oye trofo oye hypocrite anase oye mambofo menchusu ba kuma no ba wutie wi a ubehu the reason why amanfo bi te se Alankash mo are disappointed in J Ekufo and emitie audio bi a eye otumfo osetutu ehine baako ka the history from time omote MPP emwa eye J Ekufo ntuma fambo Alankash but emwa alan de aboa Kofo abeduru ha before Kofo aye boni aye etia konwem dada etwa Ghana fontro momientie Kofo na oka something about presidency, the term, and why we should vote for a particular candidate.
You were there for 8 years.
I take that as just political talk. 8 years should be long enough for anybody with solutions to show. The current regime has been in power 8 years almost. So if we are not having the solutions, we shouldn't accept shifting of blame onto earlier regimes.
What as MPP
I take that as just political talk. 8 years should be long enough for anybody with solutions to show. The current regime has been in power 8 years almost. So if we are not having the solutions, we shouldn't accept shifting of blame onto earlier regimes.
For 8 years.
I take that as just political talk. 8 years should be long enough for anybody with solutions to show. The current regime has been in power 8 years almost. So if we are not having the solutions, we shouldn't accept shifting of.
Yebusa J Ekufo, or see 8 years is enough for anyone in government who says they have solutions to be able to deliver. When you give a politician 8 years, it's enough to be able to solve every problem. All the solutions you put on the table, 8 years is enough. And I'll say, after 8 years, you are not supposed to blame your predecessor. People who do that don't deserve to lead Ghana. Where J. Ekufo, Ankasa, Enumasem. I say 8 years is enough for somebody who says they have solution to solve the problem when given the opportunity. And I'll say, sa person and sa nipano, they are not supposed to blame their predecessors for anything. J. Ekufo and a cancer asemwe. After 8 years of Mahmoud Bawumia and Ekufuado's government, after 8 years of Bawumia telling us he knows everything about economics and that he was going to move us from taxation to production and that he was going to make sure the dollar, which was at 3.8, it stays below. Today, the dollar is at 17.25. As we speak, after 8 years, Mahmoud Bawumia, the unemployment percentage of better, as we speak today, it is out of the roof. We are talking about Ghana eka Bawumia beto. After 8 years, he's supposed to solve and the Bawumia ne Kufuor about Besiacha Bambia in our history. In fact, about Besiacha or no Kufuor to ono. So what will make anybody get up the next day and say, after all these things I told you, Montoma Bawumia a bonia a deliberate lie. A nipaneni daho na odi mu bone. Kufuor ni daho and na odi Ghana for bone. And some of Kenya na mekan you. Eyo no an ka na no asem ene yedi ni ka mama kwase bi gojira bi se yedi Kofo atem Kofo nkase na no asem ene sebio ensem o ka ene de oye ne no it contradicts ene ne boy bura ene ne nhia de Kofo aka ene de o ka ne ne kire se Kofo without due respect on kanokre into then and there obi a wodi Ghana so 8 years. And when Kofo was speaking, he did not say the president or the vice or say when somebody comes to lead, the president and the vice, when they lead after 8 years, the solution, they are not supposed to be given any opportunity. So why is Kufuor telling us say Yanko Tuma Baumia? It is because he's choosing his political party, he's choosing his selfish interest, he's choosing his tribe over the development of this country. The same way he came to power, he didn't think about the whole Ghana, but he thought of a few group of people that he could better their lives. In the Saohwe Kufuor governance now, Obaye no nipa kuo kitwe bi ene di yie ena ode toilet spread Ghana. Owie no koto go chain tun kum ena oka kire se ye nyina ye jimi. Ono ani krom bebi atwa ne furuma asantime mu no wentumi ensi one regional hospital. Wentumi anye adwuma titiru bi a ende obi gina asantime wo ka se asantini de hye president da. Until you could see say these are people we cannot take their word totally. We have to be very worried. We have to be very careful when people like Kufuor, they come, they get the opportunity to speak because they are humans like you. They also have their low points. They also have things they like. They also have selfish interest. It's when Kufuor speaks, let us not sit and say Kufuor kasa ejaya for. No. As far as Kufuor, ebetena Ghana akonya so ebo krono no se otifie na ebi otihuche bu kro betima sa abokrono. It does not change. Krocha mansa otonsuoma se bi the one sinsan no de bebi agina ne gina ubetima ye de obe bia but the one sinsan de aho ho enti krocha mansa tonsuoma en chese na one sinsan ne beko. So per Kufuor's own statement o make here na ode toto ende Kufuor statement one you could say Kufuor is being very hypocritical in his statement. Why would he even tell us Yantuma Kufuor do aban we biem? And Ebia want this is J. Kufuor.
You were there for 8 years.
I take that as just political talk. 8 years should be long enough for anybody with solutions to show. The current regime has been in power 8 years almost. So if we are not having the solutions, we shouldn't accept shifting of blame onto earlier regimes. I take that as just political talk. 8 years should be long enough for anybody with solutions to show. The current regime has been in power 8 years almost. So if we are not having the solutions, we shouldn't accept shifting of blame onto earlier regimes.
So you see, time now kasa asem we na NDC na power. Or somebody 8 years. 8 years, anybody with solution should be able to solve every solution, every problem. Now NDC na power. And Okacha Ghana for say 8 years they say mama we buying 8 years. I was say at the end of the day I buy no and got dollar no etiko lower than 3.8. Sa buy no or sanko fa nipa dodo adwuma. Sa buy nka one district one factory nka osi ehu. Sa buy one constituency $1 million is there nka osi ehu. Sa buy also obo besia less chain abuy na wo ho no. Sa buy na was at the end of the day no anka Ghana den ye ndwuma asem ne esika asem ejina ne naso. Sa buy na enisa nka okọ IMF because abuy na wo ho no ekọ IMF. Sa buy na nka said ye oye nyina eye positive than abuy na wo ho no. After 8 years owie no say sa aban obetrem 8 years no enisa o blame the predecessor aban atwomko and the yetia Nanado Danko Kufuor ne Baumia they are still blaming John Mahama. J. Kufuor hu ni nyina atini nyina. The question here is why would he come and sit on TV to tell us to say Yantuma Baumia a hypocrite? On kanukre you need da ho no odi bone o kan ho asem onim se nipa bi be sori etia wo wakɔhyɛ mpanyini yechi na ɔsɛe Ghana or the party na ɔbɔ Ghana ɔyɛ panyini bi a Ghana nda na koma so ɛyɛ nikuo ne nton na da na koma so Kufuor chose tribe political party over a nation. Kufuor is a statesman but he does not care about you and I. And intina in some of can also about kyerɛ na yesi wudi na tem obi andi Kufuor atem ye kyerɛ sɛ Kufuor nka no korɛ. The lies are getting out of hand. The same way, Atrowe MPP for Ekukino, MPP for continuously to me kantra na Tony Patrim, now we didn't say no cre. Nobody in Ghana today or out of Ghana today can come out and say 2016 na dumso Ghana. Nobody. 2016. Obienu obetumi bi na say 2016. Time na John Mahama handy over power ama Kufuor 2017. na dum so wa Ghana. Nobody in Ghana can say. Say 2017 John Mahama and Nante Ede the handing over note Ame Kufuado Jubilee House no and our Flagstaff House no na dum so wa Ghana. Nobody. And so when we say in Kofowe every day opportunity say Mahama eja dum so. Nim say atrono omumu dodo na omudi omochi no Jimmy. John Mahama ne NDC solve dum so ede eye a whole energy sector na eye robust NPP for through Napo emebe hu say na ye wo excess power. Na me na wonim say ye wo excess power. John Mahama ja energy eye sector ne ma NPP energy sector oja ye no na ye wo nyiremu nkane na eden na ebi kura broso. Into nobody bosom sofo imam Ghana ni bia de obetuma ka 2017 John Mahama a free power na dum so ho na John Mahama hu se Kufuado ye trofo so be se we jimi kakra we hu se Kufuado any MPP for no omudwin se Ghana for nyina jimi. So every time they get the opportunity they basically what they do is they touch on the nerves of the weak-minded NPP followers. Mameka be sure NPP omunim some followers ndudu ne jimi e nkurasofo omon kenkan omon code school until they have adapted a strategy. Say atron on bemo because say omo kan no credit chromo sign confor ne ntiase. And John Mahama responded Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado actually say oye penyini bone on kan no cre oye trofo say obedi no cre ansa na wewu a 2017 time na o free power no Ghana hefa records ben and a chere e ECG say na dum so ho time na o free power. These are facts. John Mahama, let's listen to him.
You know, liars cannot go to heaven. And let me give you a Bible quotation. Proverbs 19, chapter 19, verse 9. It says, those who bear false witness will not go unpunished, and the liars will be destroyed. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 9. I expect that when MPP is telling lies, they'll leave it to the younger ones and the junior ones to do. And when the senior ones like Nana Akufo-Addo says that Dumso was not solved before we came, I heard him say that we could not keep the lights on. How can we run 24-hour economy? In 2016, Dumso had been solved. Nobody's lights went off in 2016. Nobody had load shedding in 2016. That is on record. Go and look at Gridco records. Go and look at ECG records. Nobody had load shedding in 2016, and that is a fact. And he himself knows that Dumso was a generational problem, and that it was because of the lack of addition of generation over the years that crystallized in my time. But I did not do what he has been doing, shifting the blame to somebody else. I went to Parliament and I said I was elected to solve the problems of Ghana. I accept responsibility for the energy crisis and I will fix it. And I fixed it. From January to December to the following January, when we handed over to Nana Akufo-Addo, he should bear true testimony. Dumso had been solved. And so, if you lie, you will not go to heaven. At his age, he should be preparing his soul for heaven. So he should stop lying. He should bear true testimony. Dumso had been solved. And so, if you lie, you will not go to heaven. At his age, he should be preparing his soul for heaven. So he should stop lying. Of generation over the years that crystallized in my time. But I did not do what he has been doing, shifting the blame to somebody else. I went to Parliament and I said I was elected to solve the problems of Ghana. I accept responsibility for the energy crisis and I will fix it. And I fixed it. From January to December to the following January, when we handed over to Nana Akufo-Addo, he should bear true testimony. Dumso had been solved. And so, if you lie, you will not go to heaven. At his age, he should be preparing his soul for heaven. So he should stop lying.
At his age, he should be preparing his soul for heaven. He should stop lying. Ose Akufo-Addo, wunyen baby a wenyine duri or sanka this is the time anka oye papa eka no kore atronti wan hwa beko bunsam gem ba omia John Mahama asem o ka kire no o say at your age you 1944 na wugina nkwara anim ejina eye nkwara nketwa omoba betoa omane so wo a enche wubewu no unya opportunity a na wudi nkwase atro. John Mahama say baby a wonfie duri upei toto baby a wadui a unsie nyansa enka no kore no say all free power why na wo Ghana ha obetima ka say 2017 na load shed na dum so wo Ghana o say wanyini jankwara asem na gya jimi no na ye nyina ye nka no kore nkyere Ghana mebunu no na mo hu baby no kore da oh ye ka chem se kufu ado jimi kufu ado jimi enu abi no dey train ba omi a amanfo se ye mu ade wo ekufu ado 1944 ye wo no na mumu dodo ye wo mo expedition ko epenyini a wenyini ogina enkwara anim a obeka no kore na enkwara no adwene decide we jiminti na adwene say everything is about politics into your opportunity no to at the end of the day speak truth to young people na not in the kwasia etwantro na John Mahama tunufo no o se hwe bibia wo mfie du enya Ghana politics anka wawu dadada 2015 na hwinro na muhwinim why bypass nko atu wo sinyina yesisi hwe bibia wo mfie du unya opportunity na wutwatro why I want a toy president baby abedru no na okekasa anyhow unsue nyansa nka no kora nkyere Ghana because atro ena wode atikire wo brabo wankasa ugina o yenim so your lawyer so unyen lawyer we are supposed to move away from this kind of childish foolish kind of politics. Politicians say they can just lie and get away with it because yenini Jimmy. We need to stop them. And a typical foolish politician any Kufuado. Well, onya opportunity otumi kotena radio so baby anim fie doing in Ghana. No document. John Mahama njina baby ada enka se obetwa free SHS. But kwasi ampenyi wenya opportunity the only thing he does is say na otwatro because on say oye penyini mu ntwer. Onim nyansa onum wi a na adwene say Ghana fo nyina ejimi. John Mahama njina baby ada so obetwa free SHS. We busa Ghana for say we jina baby ebie na no so obetwa free SHS ma obi meka. Enso na Akufo-Addo we jimi nti Nana Akufo-Addo hu se Ghana fo ejimi nti wanyini ba na adwene wo fom na adwene se politics no e ya tro muntie okotena radio o se John Mahama betwa free SHS mu we jimi
say I have no doubt in my mind say sam penfo mini a edo munisi kan baumia obetumi e de mano akọ anim ma there's the idea John Mahama be any who has so many a free SHS and also say or chance to say agenda 111 and also say or so chance to say be any who I so in general the mimi who say just oba sane men you know babetwam na I believe says sane men so ebe boa Ghana nkoso 111 and also say or so chance to say be any who I and also say or chance John Mahama be any who has so many a free SHS and also say or chance to say agenda 111 and also say or so chance to say be any who I so in general the mimi who say just oba sane men you know babetwam na I believe says sane men so ebe boa Ghana nkoso it so be ono eba no babetwa free SHS mu agenda 111 on fanya jumani say si so be also so beba so say on the say jumani obeto so no di bia ba be.
This is a foolish man. He's an idiot. It's a clear-cut idiot. Neni daho wenyini yo ena o Jimmy. Ohun sama oka. Ba kumponi wa ewum. Na na de me yan say we are journalists ena kotokuro du weti wenim keka nkwase asem. Ehona na we gina Mr. President. In fact, ex-president is also is a former president. You occupied the seat before you came. So we should accord him that respect we are basically giving you. We as journalists have not heard him anywhere say he will cancel free SHS. That is what journalism is. Kwasiane nim say to or to one why say. And kotokuro du kwasiampe network kan kwasiasem John Mahama so betwam John Mahama agenda 11 na mo agenda 111 mo sisan na obi betwam agenda 111 no mo sisan sign na mo si organ obi betwam free SHS na yeti kurom ha no ehina John Mahama gina baby ka say obetwa free SHS mu na journalist kwasia no so te wo. You need to stop him and say, Mr. President, when you leave office and somebody misquotes you and somebody tries to lie that you said this, you wouldn't be happy. You'll be sitting at home and you'll be pissed like the journalists in Ghana are not doing any good because you did not utter these words. So if somebody who has been in your position before, you are misquoting the person as a journalist, you need to stop that dwarf and be like, Mr. President, let's do clean politics. He has not said it, so you cannot say he would do it. You might disagree with him on it, but it does not mean, unless he makes that emphatic statement, then you question the president. Mr. President, when somebody says he's going to review a policy, it does not mean he's going to cancel it. That is what journalists do. Kwasiafo or one why you say. And na kotokuro Jimmy no ekeka kwasiasem radio so wakotena Inshira FM. Wakotena Hello FM. De omo ya no. Into omo kwa no makobiem speaker ni sisi de enkejetia. Speaker ni sisi kejetia yabeka no kura kire ye nuanom ma ye maamenom ye nuanom na ye di no kura aye nyoma na ye no na kwasia we ya endi 6 months obewu no wakotena radio so keka kwasia asem na young man otin anim no owo years and years a eda nanim a obebo bra wo Ghana na wa ma akokora we ya the show nyina ago no etwo keka kwasia asem say the future of people who want to better this nation we momo Jimmy. I don't blame Achechede no. I blame the useless guy sitting or a journalist. Because the issue is, as a journalist, your job is to fact check the person sitting in front of you. Get what I mean? In Kwasiadi amuye no Kumasi no into own so one can some way Accra. He can never say this in Accra because with all due respect to Omam Accra, Ekufuado Obun Kran for change Kumasi for. I'm telling you. Nanado Danko Ekufuado MPP no omu bu Kumasi and Kranfo chen Kumasi for in the science some ba Kumasi omu kano on to me kano Accra because Accra for the question no but yet dear yebetu soroku ema nkwasiafo bi the politics ada ye mu bi into omu ye ne asantifo no say ye Jimmy tinanim. You can respectfully stop the president. Mr. President, please, can I step in? Ex-President Mahama has been a president before. In fact, to be very honest, and as a journalist, I've covered all the news. I've read the news. Until you prove to me today, he has not stand anywhere. I have never seen him say emphatically that he's going to cancel free SHS. So I believe that your statement is untrue. Then you allow the man to defend his statement. It is untrue. Because we are journalists. These are facts. Oh, the problem I have with Ghana media, and they say, Jimmy, they don't deserve to sit on TV. A politician can be paying you, but at least manipa na otie onu hu se we Jimmy. Politician Jimmy, unim nyansa. Enti, so we a politician cry ejuma on the radio station, be a radio station a politician there. This question is not harmful. You need to be smart. You need to prove to nipa na otu edim say onya kwasia. Oto na ohwe no. Ena Achechede na oto na ne hwe ago ne keka kwasia asem because waba asantememu de oba okafo a ebi mbagye adi. And that is how the NPP almost treaty yenuanom asante for on say Kumasi no keka asem Kumasi. Hello FM. Hello ni eguase osemwa ade be chene afeyese ena ye bre ena nsuo ne nye ena kane akura nyina so ena ye de hospital kura obi kwa no wawu aboafunu ugina otwi soroku gi nkwase ashet no na o pese me ekọ bedu ena meta misika bezi hospital ma na o pese me kwase ampanyi ekọ bedu me nkoye adwuma nkotam sika bezi hospital ma kwase ampanyi na oto abama no busa ne se hospital no wan kwasi ampanyi na oto abama no kache de say sata na oto milk say and the adenti na oto milk say ye Jimmy gele t-shirt na manfo te air condition car mu ne eguase sempena ye ho kan aden a ye de party de gina ubewu na party wo ho acha 10 days si ebebra ebehu say ye de nyansa ebeyi obrane free so a yebehu we will decide acha 10 days. Acha 10 days. Yabema nkwasiafo na atoa so and yebema nyansafo aba. It depends on us. Anything na make achira wo no. Saa na MPP for the ayemu nyina Ghana for dodo no. And they keep doing that. Don't allow this fool to come and sit on radio and lie. Ope baby a fake news free bar pa Jubilee House. Nana Kufuado on the DNM. Kwasi asema akwa wetu weken. Ehina Mahama kazo betwa free SHS mu. Ehefa. Ehina Mahama jina ya oka say metwa free SHS mu. Such party with a lot of pigs. Party and pray kwa ye mumma. Mumbusa sep de bi hon ye to toilet gua na mudi. Mumbusa questions. Party edi ekire ye hena ede ye kɔ. Ede na ebenya as oman, ede na ebenya as okro aba ya to ade na party busa mumbusa nsem mumyenja mpreko sam no. Nna na nado dan Kufuado akwa santimemu. Adan a yesi Kufuado. Amemfa mu ko ekire kakra COVID-19 mokai. Enkofo ebeka kire Ghana for say free we dem yesi na yesi akwa ba ko no. Enkofo ebeka kire say government free water program ends 31st December 2020 near Tikrum ha. Ena MPP fo eka kire say eye omu de insuo ni nyina che Ghana for yentua ka pre yentua bi omu se COVID-19 aba ye Jimmy 2019 omu se ye omu de insuo ache ye omu be ye duane free ema ye nya nipa bi a omu ti se bini etena pipe ase bie nsuo go omu tiri so se bini ye nya Ghana for bi omu ti se bini etena nsuo pipe ase bie nsuo go omu tiri madan a omu nkwasi party do ese odi nsuo ache or the aduane ache free water. Me say MPP for omuhumu amudi omuchini se muejimi omumbumu. Anything that they always have a problem with NDC for followers because the NDC follower no be buta question. The NDC follower no so a young and so older obe question o MPP for 90% omudi echire omujimi omumbusa ansem. Yetra no mka kire se omni nsu na che anche 2020 eno mka kire se oh nsuo ne de yamfa nche na nsuo no yani ani ebese tua time Kufuado ne nkwasiafo ka se free water. Free water. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you. Free water. And ye catch them say enkofo we. Omka se free I wona obetua. Yes ye Jimmy ye Tangana. Eh nre ne do so Ghana o. La enre la plente au Ghana. Enre ne do so Ghana papa. La monke e plente au la Ghana. Ola du Ghana, Afrique du Sud, West Africa in Ghana. Ghana in West Africa. Elle la monke et la plente le Ghana et du West Africa. Je sais, enre ne do so West Africa e Ghana e West Africa. Hey, ai e Kufuado cha ensure for free na mse abuo furu ne Kufuado no ba be di president no kapre. Anche yetete ha na omusa ba TV so beka kire say ai free water no omo be kire ma kire ye nwan.
Spend the fiscal impact of COVID about 19 billion cedis to respond to COVID. And we did not necessarily charge the Ghanaian for it. We had to borrow. We had to take money from the Bank of Ghana to deal with the COVID pandemic. That's why today articles are being published around the world commending Ghana as one of the best response countries. But that 19 billion cedis has to be paid for at some point. The liabilities we have incurred has to be paid for. COVID expenses are going to be with us at least for the medium term.
Does the 19 billion include the free water and electricity?
It does. It's part of COVID-related expenses.
No, but you gave us that one hand and you're taking it back the other.
No, we were in the midst of a crisis and government had to front load.
You said it was free.
But it's free to you. It wasn't free to the treasury. It wasn't free to the treasury.
I'm lost here.
No, so when we say free electricity, it doesn't mean that the IPP producer is also going to say, because the president has said free electricity, I won't charge the country for it.
The government will have to pay.
The government will have to pay.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you are now in 2021.
Yes.
You now want us to pay for it.
I'm saying the government, for example, had to borrow money, the fiscal impact about 19 billion, to make all of those expenses happen. And in addition to that, there are going to be expenses in the medium term because of COVID. The government is asking a question. Can we continue to accommodate this COVID black hole in this already widening gap of our finances? Or do we have to introduce a revenue handle that can take care of it? And the government comes to a view that, with the greatest of respect, can we take 1% VAT to pay for that, so that COVID does not become an ever-burdening expenditure item for us?
Yeah, but you made a choice to give us free water and electricity. You've extended it, and it served you well in the politics of the day.
Because government
won the election.
Because governments make
only
choices.
down to come and tell us to pay for it.
No, because governments make choices on behalf of their people. If we are at war, and the government has to make a decision that we have to procure A, B, C, D, E, F, G to go to war and win that war, and does not necessarily tax the population for it today, and mobilizes for us.
But the free was populist then.
I'm coming to mobilize and come together and achieve it. It is well in order for the government, when we have won the war, or we are on a clear path to winning the war, to say, this has been the cost.
So it wasn't free then?
It was free to the people of Ghana at the time.
But now we are paying for it.
Treasury, we have to now begin to close.
You just delayed the payment.
So I say, I will buy free water, free electricity, no. We also, you see, you be jiskano, and I say, na nyamu na muka chere Ghana for say free. So yeah. Ya koji sika free Bank of Ghana. Kojo ponko ma kwasi ampenyi we. Mo dudu no mo jimi no mo ye musa no. Afa free water ni wie na free electricity ni wie ye no. Omo de gi mu vote wie no. Ade echi na mba na so oh. Ya be say e kan brofo because omo de MPP echi dodo na nte brofo mo jimi. Ye wie a peace FM be chire mo akire mo. E no betena JOYNEWS. Time na mo ka free water no mo ti e de peace FM. Tie me. Time na mo ka free water, free electricity no mo ti peace FM, no mo ti onua, no mo ti eye oyerpa, no mo ti inshira, no mo ti eye akamfo radio so e ho no mo ko chire mu covid aba Ghana fo hia moa e ho no mo to be no ai edua chia de nyambu ye na sese unsaka wo chia na aka wo nan ebuba wo chia na ebu aka wo na e bedi nem tamo chimi ye de beji mu vote intomo ba na mo de e bedi ba ye e wo be na e peace FM opanya ajekum ti wo o de be toto ase kwame de aban ye de hwan na betuma ye say wenyi wa ase ya na nyi ne duane ai MPP ama free water ko ye opanya ajekum na ni tum ase bidie o to wo no de e bedi nkwase asem peace FM anopa do muguso say beto aba ye jimi free water free light no matter to ebe do make belum de ebe abehye ho enti kwame de ekufu ado aban hen de yare yi say ba ye oman ben e no macha nsuo free oman ben no macha light free na ewiase de mpanifo na aka to ye say eye asam kese a ewo ho no ahenkwa suru a aya na entate susuru na mpanifo aka say adehye anko a eye akoa so dwane na na de dan kwekufu ado be ma tenten gram de ne bo age eye covid-19 no omo de betoto so say ya Jimmy and ya just yeah besides give me videos omu dudwam say ya Jimmy ya koto aba ye mu dodo na edi MPP echi ne yankenkan ya Jimmy yanko school enti ya say Akufo da cha yensuo wa cha ya light mahama mbehwe say ene ka ze munya abotre na muni kromfo tetwe amoaboaten ena edili kromfo tetwe amoaboaten Akufo ado ono na muni ni dili ye wie ye koto aban ma omu wie biem no se kojo pon hwepo no wie uwie akoka kire mo brofum ejimifo no dodo ni gu asantime mu omo de omo ntia ase eye ye nkofo no mo gugu radio so be dwudwema kire obo ena kojo pon kroma eba eye bebi e ka brofo JOYNEWS also you know something the 19 billion was taken from the Bank of Ghana and that the 19 billion has to be replaced akwa bi tikelete on tia ase on nebetua the 19 billion has to be paid. And akwetike say no to say na sa wo ka kire Ghana for say insuo na free or say yes free to you but Ghana buying there it is not free to Ghana buying into 19 billion am moje Bank of Ghana e dey be ma free water free light no and then na man can kire Ghana for because Bank of Ghana na Ghana for there you see when Ashanti regional minister because indigenous no the disingenuous na can na ebi ni o Ashanti regional minister said this is the ingenious Bank of Ghana na eyo kojo ponkroma kwasi ampenyi no ba omi akwasi ampenyi no Akufo kwasi ampenyi no eneme ye na ye de DT Bank of Ghana enti se asamesi atoyira nchemesi na ukoyi sika o Bank of Ghana e de abrem e de asovia you tell us say ye sika na ye koyi e de abesolve ye wi a ye nyina betuatua e de tua eye den na o ka kire say ukotam sika becheye abra ye ni be sika free uwie ya o say ye ne enkese sika bank we na nkosi kuno to Nkofo in the name of democracy ebi mo enyini ache Me say, Sanko Foy, into Bettina TV is not kind of brofo. Oh, it's a CID. It is a cost to the Bank of Ghana, not to you. Inti, as somebody in Kabaka say, COVID-19 water near free, any insurance free. No, I feel the Bank of Ghana and Ghana for the car. Inti, a babaji Ghana for sika, omuye no masabeji sika, and umkudie. Sanko Sia Foy, and the Omugina stage, Omunkan was almost free SHS. So, with Jimmy, we refuse because a can of my boy no. Omu nyina betoto dan, omu nyina mba wa abrochire, omu nyina wo sika gudem, wo ya kwasia na wo ho popra na wo gina wiem na wo ye cause onim de obeka kire adadaw, asem e ka kire broni man botin ko de simple, yes. Oh please. Thank you. Simple. Open kokwa wo hie buro. Enti MPP for kwa santime mo no mato eburo kokwa. Eburo ni free SHS no. MPP for dane asantiman for asantime mu asantifo bi se en edako farms en kokko. Ekufu adoba no atu eburo free SHS kokwa no mo so Oma to free SHS ejesi ano oma se eburo gu bottom free SHS oma se bottom ma ene kuta omo duru baby a sisifia free SHS dia to na mo so kokwa. The main issue no ho mu refi say mu di eburo wi omo beno mo de ma ye salam wedi mo ya nkokọ na mo soso eburo no mo dore abo atwebeka se angwa bem omo mo eburo no na mo do anwa mo bebe ye nkwase adwuma na tia mo eni tinende omo duru bebi a free SHS egubotom omo duru anomasa no mato na nkokọ mo gueche kokwa mo refi se mo soso eburo na mo tu ebie mo refi omo tu eburo na mo sasifia na mo ye free SHS na mo to da ho mo nyina mo tu ebie an mutu ebie se Koforidua cathedral eno mo hwa mutu ejimifo an saa no mo de yamo why oil inti omoma meburo na mo MPP fo my de why oil why anwa
yo we are best fishermen no lo kodo no asomai abuache iwo fufu bejumpan iwa betia bejumpan ewo tuwa bejumpan why oil why roundwa supunu why roundwa ewo fufu bejumpan ewa betia bejumpan ewo tuwa bejumpan ewo dekwa bejumpan why oil why roundwa Every papa no, what one is them what? Every papa no, what one is them what? Every papa no, what one is them what? Every papa no, what one is them what?
One dangwa, why oil? Free SHS, one dangwa. Why am kuko? Free SHS, why am kuko? Free SHS, why am kuko? What to go no or so no what to be. Mwe Jimmy, akwa we catch them say free water, free light, air free.
Again, the Ghana Water Company Limited and the Electricity Company of Ghana have been directed to ensure the stable supply of water and electricity during this period. In addition, there will be no disconnection of supply. Furthermore, government will absorb the water bills for all Ghanaians for the next 3 months, i.e. April, May, and June. All water tankers, publicly and privately owned, are also going to be mobilized to ensure the supply of water to all vulnerable communities. Government, in collaboration with the National Board for Small-Scale Industries, business and trade associations, and selected commercial and rural banks, will roll out a soft loan scheme up to a total of 600 million cedis, which will have a 1-year moratorium and 2-year repayment period for micro, small, and medium-scale businesses.
So utie Kufuor utie eye toy president na. from the beginning, or you're emphatic, or say it is going to be free. Adiachi and Kojo Ponkro Betina JOYNEWS say, oh, they borrowed the money from the Bank of Ghana. You see the contradiction? Because Mumu be mwe Jimmy, Muamudi MPP, Munsu Nyansa. For the year announcement in the free water, free light, no. Okay, say it is going to be free, totally free. And so upon Betina, no say, oh, we borrowed money from Bank of Ghana. So at the end of the day, no, anyway, there are two different statements. Say bi anka muka kire say yakobo besia anka bi abeka se munjai. Momi entena here muni am fight COVID no. Ba munim se mo pese mo wie sika nti upon kroma nko nya 1.5 billion old Ghana. Auditor General's report na ehiem kojo upon kroma COVID-19 sika na oto ne continent no ono nko di 1.5 billion old Ghana ogidi akwa. Ebesi ne eni na oye campaign ikufuado ene ba omiansa ntenem because Bahama ba ebebusa say 1.5 billion no. Sa sika ne fa he 1.5 billion old Ghana kojo upon kroma for asasika di die enya na meka Auditor General's report wom ebesin de kwasi ampe yontuaye onenam Ghana ogina stage no ka free SHS onum so we Jimmy onu campaign na oye free SHS no or the sa kro no nyina esie e na order daw. Now you get it. Now they be a catch them say pathway a party they are full of lies. A party omon kanokre. Besides, get me the flyer. On say after free way. Omoma catch them say free. Time omode free water, free light in by na just around the corner ye kokotoaba. Every year be a kotoaba biano, MPP for who some Jimmy, they create something for you, they take your vote, and then they do what? They use you people like slaves. Mama winning that ho. Oh, before 2020 elections, almost free water, free light. We ya almost yakobo besia, or say tia, one also tia, or so abena, kwame kwachi, kofi nima, munyina na musa ye dwuma ding etia. Now, on say, Omasaka Chow say, Baumia say, oh, dialysis, 1st December, free. On say, Omakwa Baba do another election day, another election month. 2019, Omakachira, before election, so water and light is free. On say, afe another election is here. Omatwaya manaka 1 week miyako tuaba, yese Baumia say, dialysis, no, Omo munya kidney mu ya reni ade no from December air code nyina free up a vote. The omde year mu 2019 2020 edgy mu vote no se sia no omo hu obi ahun bobo ayarefo no omde omo ye den edgy vote we dey friend sympathy vote. Ba omia hu musem wagimi. You see, let me tell you people something. MPP we hu omo tenasia omo tumi tenasia no mo analyze mo etitiri ya ne akamfo dodo no asantefo no bi omo tumi analyze ya hu say ye Jimmy. The same person catch us say water and light was free in 2020 automa no ye wi aba no ka se betua no or say catch us say oh aka 10 days me akoto aba o kene ya okwa akobie den or be lunch dialysis obi obe dialysis organ bia no free oboa you pay. Yam cannot just say. Enti Oma a check him when some Jimmy. In terms of aka 1 day, a bad 10 days near Kotoaba. And Baumia say, says, thank you. Baumia Sababim Wakofa NHIE. Or so, or the Ayabia by any day at the first diano. Free dialysis treatment to commence on December 1st. NHIE. Baumia and so commission. Oh. Sa no mu 2020 and no makani nyina hye no so free SHS se mu bi mu Jimmy. Pathway, everything they thrive on lies. Everything about them lies. Bibia ya tro. Everything about this party is lie. Bibia ya tro. Bibia omeka cho bia ya tro. Omo nim se mu Jimmy, mu bi mu Jimmy, and they will play you for a long time. So when Jimmy Kurano for adwene to 2019 the omde year mo 2020 COVID-19 sika free water free electricity owie na so betua aka 5 days or 10 days me akoto aba on the 7th of December or see dialysis ni free obe mama e free what train after 8 years and the omo yare na ode yare na ye campaign we omo the dialysis for your campaign Now, what is the guarantee? What is the guarantee? So, we need elections now. Sa air dialysis, so they'll keep going, continuing. Nye, or did you vote? Or you say, Jimmy? Me, I'm here to direct you to elections. No, yeah, scandals. These are the things we will be doing every time. Me pese me biwa dream because Ghana net no enye obia na free SHS nti otoaba. Obia wo reasons. You need to have couple of reasons to vote. Ujina ade ba akoso to aba politician be so we Jimmy. Yes. Ujina ade ba akoso to aba politician ujina onu be so we yakwasea. Because unidi ye we dwuma say wapomuden wo ho wo kwan wo ho wo nsuo wo ho wo ba eden ayaresabia wo se hwe no wo ho wo se wo free SHS ko bo so yakwasea nti we say oh okay ogi to me na wadadawo. Inti I say yekoto aba no I say ya adwene ye adwuma mema kwase bi megina nka say free SHS into toma MPP. After free SHS what? The question to end the MPP for no say yanto aba maba omia because of free SHS. Na yetoma ni wi how are we going to live? How are we going to live as humans? Ya beden ye didi. Ya beden ye de man omko primary school na ko school. Ya beden ena sebio ye dwetire no asaba back. Ya beden ye kwan. Ya beden ye nsupa nom. Musi yanto abandi because of free SHS. Ena mebusa say. So after free SHS, what else? And no, they are failing to tell you because omnu se mumu bin mo Jimmy. MPP for Jimmy, they don't have anything for you. They don't have any better thing for you as a Ghanaian. And today I'm posing a question, and it's a simple question. Yabesebusa MPP for say, okay, free SHS in Tiango Tuaba. After free SHS, what? About time na ujina no so say on Tuaba because of free SHS no. Sesiano free SHS no or two free SHS no we are a die biem ne dwuma no obenya dwuma ma no. Ne light bill no bede no otia. Ne water bill ebe na onyensupa anom. Ekwan ada ne krom ebe de ne aye. Obusa se ne baba akọ otifie no ebe de ne wonya adwuma aye. Na ne ba na owo primary 5 no ebe de ne otua ne school fees no. Sa ekro na otim sisia no ebe den na sebio wabone bra. Okọ banka obetuma gi loan. Sa any questions e wo se mubusa MPP for we. But omo mountain stage a omo nkasa asem no omo begina stage pe omo se titifia free SHS mahama betwem mahama so akire onyoma beye edu num a oto abama na oye den obeye nti aye den na ugina ade ba akopeso ye de yefuru pan eko free SHS dabi. You get what I mean? Yeah, my politics, no. Get me the Spider is okay. Inti, mameka ibinchamo. Yeah, my politics, no. I easy amount. Ati kroma ena omwa na omwo yare to say kidney problems ne yare sebio the treat no ding. Yetia ena omu nyina ewu edam paso mka kira aban se aban ode eye kolebuka 4 million Ghana tua na yentumi nya de yentumi nya yaresa ebesi nne aban yentumi ntua sa aka no ba omia ka kira se 1st December eye dialysis we na ekada hodo we ntua no oba ni free we Jimmy free no na de mabedru ha ende modwuma nyina asai. Free no ene de mabedru ha ende mo ho kyeremo but meni enyansafo na ekasa enye jimifo so won to mama hama I don't have a problem with you. I'm talking to people who want to understand the reason why omokoto aba omo na meni omokasa. So I don't care if you don't want to vote mama. I don't even want you to watch me go. I want people who want to make decisions papa before they vote. Aban we edi kolebuka 4 million Ghana. Dialysis, renal patients, renal patients appeal to government. Omwa na omokoye sa ekoje sa treatment epa abancho ebi kura wuye. Nipa beye num between na watch back omunyina wuye. Ema na aban ede kolebuka 4 million Ghana. Aban ntume ntua. The same ekufuado ne ba omia we. Nipa bi hwere omonkwa. Election bedru ya aka 10 days me akoto aba. Osio Sadia we obey ni free. We Jimmy. Or that down. Into bar or si free SHS. Bibia free. Now what my name na bibia free no. Why do you say one ebetia? Eye wo. Me say what my name politician abegina wonim say bibia free no. But Omia solution say obey dialysis and I say dialysis free or Ghana no. John Mahama swaka or say yentumi nya ni free sa. Yenim say nipa omunya sa yare no. Yare bia ontumi nku nende ene ochina enko. Yare a obeko akopim se sebio otwedi ampokwa me befro. Enti John Mahama ne nyansem no or say obebie fund. Na fund no obebie no. Ankura ne indwuma kese omo Ghana ye adwuma wo Ghana no. Sa ndwuma no ena sebio omde sikapudu obetum. Enti ebie sa renal fund na. Sa fund no enye aban dia. Ghana for dia. And sa fund no specifically for nipa we mo. Enti uye company wo Ghana. Now we a big company. Se opese unya tax break kakra. Ubetuma contribute to sikapudio de akoto sa fund nim. Sibia sikabia beko sa fund nim no. John Mahama say aban hospitals no wo ho kwan say omudi omosabeka e dia hwe omo a omunya kidney infections omo dialysis program so omo a omunya renal problems. John Mahama said that is the best way. You cannot say free because aban ni sika da ho. Enti John Mahama said oye ne sana it will be easy for every region in Ghana to have a dialysis center. Because sa fund na John Mahama say odeba no. Or say ankran companies the betu sika tum. Ye be sa sika ni bi na every region biano yetume si dialysis center wo ho. Enti sa fund no dey a year round. Every time biano ankra and sorry ejumadu ekwa kese edi sika gum na ye yi bi e de hwe Ghana fo a omoyare. We ene nyansa e de chekere man. Kwasi bi say I dialysis from the 1st of December. Ye frame ba umia many free. Ukofa sika no wen. O de ka 4 million kra e okolebu went mentia. Ba umia momo jimi o. He mame ka bi benchira mo. Ba umia momo jimi hwe date share a news way story we say 6th of November. Bosumi atwam ya eda na etoso nsia na ban de ka 4 million Ghana ewo edien ewo eye kolebu less than 1 month or say oba be yes ade ni free we jimi na we ti ade we wakata so e no the free SHS abrew enti wa asebio unim so china ye beka se wenya sa sickness we because sa yare we mu kidney problems na there ye nyina ye nim ada doctor beka se ye nya bio sebio ye duane a ye di ye koba and the garam say nsu a ye nom. Anyone can be diagnosed of say o kidney say o dia say it a very important say aban bi ebetwa photobia to a debia sika wom November ya ba omi awentment ya kolebu for 4 million ade chi ya wo say sa dialysis treatment we no renal patients no omo ba akoko free sika no go fa no wen opetumi osia ekufu ado nante MPP na muhu ni sa no omuni ade papa bia mamo omuhu mu nyina mu se moju he ma me kire mo atro he osa che mensa bonsu oka dum so ho asem muntie de oka e
no kre say sikasem we have challenges obia obeka say yesikasem sese no eye no na nipa kro no no kre eninimu enti no kre sa na mum no say kano kre a kin say kano kre a kire ye ho a sikasem no enye untimi mfa nhye abai sa abai na ama sa ne mana yedin edientia enyina ni king se wo hwe ene ma yebeto ye if anything the energy sector ye call dum so mu president Mahama nan ho pre ne say obeyi o man afi dum so mu nti we take steps be to get us out of it. And any thermal plants are buy to generate electricity for us. On the face of it, a good thing or except that king some kaya they be ana make say. Unfortunately, sa arrangements na no. Not the be make say thermal plants anybody into. Thermal plants a machine. So hwe any ma ebe to ye. if anything, the energy sector, you call dumso mu, President Mahama, and who pray say, obey your man if you dumso mu. Until we will take key steps to get us out of it. And any thema plans are what buy to generate electricity for us.
Such a man's about to radio to catch the Ghana for said, Dumsona Mahama Beto, a beto Mahama and a hammer into take key or to one among and offer plants by and or the best solve our problem. Sakwa we are the name to me, or could you not stage or because Mahama and do so by because I don't know. President Jimmy, Vice Jimmy, leadership in Parliament Jimmy. The reason is that almost steady mudi omochine said, do Jimmy among Kinkain. They are affiliated more to party than reasoning. So, uno bit mantem no bedani MPP niya nice wadani abwa on unibium. The refi what we call sitting to analyze. To say okay, where the party na nye where the way ye omunim sade ni bi. The moment obeka so MPP no wadani aboa. The reasoning the reasoning capacity no etiko. And that is what omode kire MPP nkwara no test conform no, the young pigs no. The moment our university or polytechnical, the moment obe affiliated to MPP no wadani kwasia. Adibia straightforward. Yes, say obi o school tiasie no or see oye MPP ninti on tiasie. The same way utimi share MPP for na webuso mo 24-hour economy see tiasie. And so I can just so it is not viable. Besides, there is a video of Richard Ahiagba. I think it's in a system talking about 24-hour economy. Omunim say nipa dodo na omudi omochino omwejimi. I'm telling you, I can't say we are not phone between say, Mrs. I think that video is in there. Richard Ahiagba. Mrs. I've seen it. It's fine. Thank you. I've seen it in the system. And the same as 24-hour economy. Utimi buso mo say 24-hour economy now John Mahama can who say nya. But or chira say 24-hour economy no. Sebio enya dia sebio ebekoye. Na onti asia e na hu say enyeyi. Adia won't ask, how do you know that when you implement it, it's not going to work? Well, the Ashanti Regional Minister, the indigenous, no? Oh, that diabolic idea say, Omugin so be a Jimmy. Intended no 24-hour economy message beto conversational. O si antiasie as o si enyeyi. Na won't ask na ede na hu say enyeyi. You don't understand 24-hour economy. Ushia kwasiye bi ofri MPP and this should explain 24-hour economy to her. We don't understand. We also it is not going to work. And I'm saying kwasiye. If you don't understand, then how do you know it's not going to work? Listen to the communications director Ahiagba.
I don't understand what Dr. Khalid is talking about. It's just all over the map. Fundamentally, the record will have it that even till this morning, the NDC has not been able to explain what in the name of God and me by 24 hours. The example he's giving is completely uninformed and confirms exactly what we've been telling them, that a 24-hour economy is demand-driven, so that the policy proposition by the NDC should tell us how they are going to create the demand for the 24-hour economy to result. You don't put the cart before the horse. So, what example he thinks is giving, and in the studio, patting himself on the back, said that
the same person says the 24-hour economy, at the end of the day on TSC. Or see, he is still waiting for the NDC to explain 24-hour economy to him. On some say we me catch them ana munyin say o didi o matem e deliberate o mo deliberating kwasiafo we na fe disingenuous no awunani kwasia penyi on say ebusa ne so NDC 24-hour economy on TSC, but or say it is demand driven. You don't understand the 24-hour economy, but you know that it is demand driven. What influenced that decision? Or how did you come to that conclusion? Say 24-hour economy now want TSC no. Adia want TSC, how do you know it's demand driven? How do you even know? Say something you don't understand. Adia won't here. Why are you asking, say, how are they going to create the demand? The question is, if you don't understand 24-hour economy, then you don't have any questions about it. Adia wunimno, you must have questions. Unless you have an idea. And I will busani panel ask them say, o see a Mercedes. One sem na woka. Na Mercedes no, enya car papa. And so say, sa car no, say engine demune de, say tiko engine enko. Meaning you know Mercedes. You are deliberately acting so way Jimmy. Into what to work catch them and say you don't know 24-hour economy. The NDC cannot explain 24-hour economy. How did you know, sir, it is demand driven? Kwasiaba. Hey, MPP no. The moment I'll be no adani abwa. Hey, the party itself, and they have made it in the point say they have you see they have built the party. Oma build the party to say the moment you join the party, you become an animal. So the 24-hour economy, they understand it. They know say it's a policy. Changing Ghana. They don't want to admit. And every single day they get the opportunity to speak on 24-hour economy. No, they themselves even help us to understand it more. Majority of Ghanaians didn't know the 24-hour economy was demand driven. So you are telling us that it's demand driven. How did you come to that conclusion that 24-hour economy will be demand driven? And how did you come to that conclusion? We need to find a way to create the demand. Then you know what 24-hour economy is. Because the moment I only be school or a smart where Jimmy, the moment of joining people know that abwa. Ni reason ni ira. Okay? They don't understand 24-hour economy. They are saying, say, that policy is not good. Jump, stage. This is the policy almost say, papa.
We will make access to mobile phones affordable. And the mobile companies, no, your baby catcher in home. Now the mobile phones, no, I'm a nipa, not mafia, what here, 1 city, 2 city, 1 city, 2 cities, kakaka, number 3, mobile phone before 80. We will make access to mobile phones affordable. And the mobile companies, no, your baby catcher in home. Now the mobile phones, no, I'm a nipa, not mafia, what here, 1 city, 2 cities, 1 city, 2 cities, kakaka, number 3, mobile phone before 80. Scheme no air obia, because we need everybody to have a smart device.
Where do you want to ask you? 1 city, 2 city, 1 city, 2 city. MPP metumufu actually Mogana for I got 10 days near Kwatwaba. From head to the last person, Omwe Jimmy. Is this a policy? Is this why we should vote for Baumia? 1 city, 2 city, 1 city, 2 city, mobile money, mobile phones, moya moa. And anytime we catch him say, Omo who say Ghana for ni be a Jimmy. Into Omo say about toe to toe with NDC. And yet issues. Policies about changing the life they cannot stand. Into what they will do, they say, in Kwasi Assembly, no more the free SHS are found, no more the free SHS, no more Tonkuko, Wado and Wa, Omoto pet, no more to tweet your intend to for to do a day in Kejitia. Central Market, and Okujina Edian, Okujina Ishra FM, no Muguas, yourself, Kuko. What two Buruguo, Kokwanum to Helium, was your four, or we all quack crack. You be international airport. Plane back for a cram bar hot. What's a be to SSA Buru? Kokwa, Ekufuado about Kokwa, ye Jimmy. Yeah, you see, and there, Ekufuado Quashanti region. Make sure I could enter. You don't have to follow the NPP. Man, to my NPP. We are young man, we are young woman. Free SHS nom the dadamo. Chrono ma bo Ghana no. Amon pesi yebehu. They have disappointed. Omoba mumusa say free SHS nkwanti ni ento abama. Na nyoma na oka so be nyina na wen 1 district 1 dam 1 constituency 1 million eye edwuma ka so be create ekwan ka so be ye hospitals ka so be si eye the GDP ka so be form eye nyoma be bra ka na adenti ne nyina free SHS nkwan to aba na Ghana ye nyina ne mba free SHS omo ye nkwasiafo don't listen to these fools mama chira dey be see and they say Kufuado echo eye Ashanti region boy mo he dey see. Yes, say Ekufuado ako or the cars bear 50. Land Cruisers, oko asantimemu, stronghold. I want you to Obama MPP. Me so mbe tu burama mwa mu be di no my from na on my nkatem kwan. Sa na mo dey am 8 years o mu tu bura na my from na ngwa dor mo na mo ba no mu twa mu ti no my nkatem kwan. O mu de mbe nkatem kwan ache MPP for. Ya se ku for aba santimemu. Deche of plane. Oduru na cars 30 esoso ni nyina ya bon ma. Ekon ni siso o meduru be 1 hour 30 minutes na AC ni nyina sisiso. Emu security adan ya ose okobie edwumadie bia wodi no wasantime ano ahemfo tutuntum abo mo to powder omo di shire ayeye yo mo kwa ase se ne be mo behwam shire twen se Ekufo Addo mbra santime mu na ombe bie edwuma na awaye no se ne be ya ye nyina be hu se Ekufo Addo ne MPP 8 years no oma bo edwuma ma santeman na na do danko Ekufo Addo ba santime mu ose obebie bridge I close the bleach. I close the lever. I close the bleach. I close the bleach. Nana the danko Ekufo Addo be bleach. Ewa santimemu. Cars or the koye. Edun son dio son 77,877. Na mummy anko she. Bridge ne Ekufo Addo ko be wa santimemu. E bin sida. Hey, asante.
Especially when it rains. The completion of this project has come as a relief to us. President Akufo Addo has opened up the completed 40-meter reinforced concrete bridge for use. Roads and Highways Minister Francis Asensubuache indicates that the bridge and the accompanying road rehabilitation works are tangible examples of government commitment to delivering infrastructure that directly addresses the need of the people.
We are unveiling a bridge that will serve as a lifeline, an enabler of economic growth, a solution to a long-standing challenge, and a symbol of the government's commitment to connecting people, places, and opportunities.
The president asked Ghanaians to decide prudently in the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections.
One of the most consequential decisions that Ghanaians are going to make in this generation is a decision that is going to be made on the 7th of December, especially when you consider the two leading candidates and what they have to offer Ghana.
Wemo omumbua santifo. Omunwa santifo so mi nkurasefo. Ade when I'm friend bridge no. So we Kelvin. So we share side and side na. In so toa ebe yira for side ni nyina abe mene bridge no and I'm steady side and side way a gata kesi o. These are culverts na yede way enya bridge. Nothing makes this a bridge. This is a gata kesi. This is a culvert. In so we share the other side of the bridge na eya hwea na epie gu nchen. It is in so toa sa hwea na epie ni nyina be sane egum ebe ye ma ebe broso. Ade we ye enya bridge o, but onkasa asem we won kran oba kumase a obeka kira santifo so we be a bridge hweso na to mame hwe bridge ni bi hwe bridge hwe go gata.
Especially when it rains. The completion of this project has come as a relief to us. President Akufo Addo has opened up the completed 40-meter reinforced concrete bridge for use. Roads and Highways Minister Francis Asensubuache have the completed 40-meter reinforced concrete bridge for use. Roads and Highways Minister Francis Asensubuache indicates that the bridge and the accompanying road rehabilitation works are tangible examples of government commitment to delivering infrastructure that directly addresses the need of the people.
We got a kesiye. Time many years on gata we need to miss him kobobo. We gata kesiye. In Obuasi, there was this big gata, and na in Subida friend Shasamwo. The gata is so huge. It was done by AG, I think. Big gata, when it dries out, you to me bobo wum ebini. Mwana mote me star PhD hodomono. Aha, some you local boy, minu Jamaica. Mr. PH on our Anglican school down one na obefa eye Stadium Road new one mo create ekoko pie eye Hossy Park na. Yeah down down boys ye ya both 4 posts up gata mu nyina. We eye gata. Won ahwe na etutu egu nche insuo to ani nyina behwia begum. Ye Jimmy. After 8 years Poly infion watwe wasia we bebie gata onyine tutuntuma e kabrofo problem no egufuado o jimi yo na de ya wasem we mu nyina ne se na na de nkogufuado wie ne call the Ashanti Traditional Council okwa na otumfo te ho na oduru ho no aye dike proponent and exponent J Mike esrio rade jagofo say atrose ya de betwa and de nyina bekọ bonsam gem say atrose and de betwa ye nyina ye bekọ bonsam gem ekufo de kodru the Kumasi Traditional Council Ashanti Traditional Council for nim ena proponent and exponent mampon hene oje Mike yo na odi asa hene oje Mike na nensa no ebi ne sen momianko tie miankasa me proponent and exponent osedian.
The president also engaged members of the Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs and pleaded with them to support the presidential candidate of the MPP by giving him the chance to continue from where he has left. Vice President of the House and Paramount Chief of Asante Mampong, Dasibre Osebonsu, attested to what he described as massive development in the region by way of road infrastructure.
Please, this is not mere political gimmick. This is not mere political gimmick. Please, this is not mere political gimmick. Please, this is not mere political gimmick. Please, this is not mere political gimmick. We all see what has happened during this current regime, what we've been able to obtain in Ashanti region. Come over to my kingdom now. Please, anywhere that you turn, you're on asphalt. Are developmental projects that has been undertaken in Ashanti and in Ashanti region. We shouldn't let it go waste.
Proponent has had a beer with English classes. Please, this is not a political gimmick. It's just a Sagana crew young. Yanko Pomfanya to. Non fama abonsam ni dogs or move you mundi. Mampon hine jujomuno si Mama yampam nya political gimmick. Na de ekoso nyina ne se eye impuntu dwuma ekufuado ne bago miade aba santimemu no opanentoma ma omo osimpuntu dwuma akwan enda osoba ne kingdom mampon osoba ne kingdom a ekwan akese asphalt 13 inch etemu atese mampon hina bomu ohwe akwan thickness edese onwa ngasa na bomu otie chiri ene otu bode obu no de bom na pa osugbe ekwan a o maye ekwan pele Mampon hine nankasa ono na bomu ekwan thickness. Me say onyankopon fete Ghana fanye eto. Ena proponent edia dansie internunti asantifon tuma MPP no hu bi da infrastructure development ya beye gata. Sa papa we na ote eye Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs. Ena de Ashanti Regional Minister Ebeka Chire Asante fo ahemfu nyina se nananom sika ni ho ye ntumi nya kwan bia enso proponent ene o ka chire se development agwahu Ashanti Regional Minister eko omwankose nkofo ye anim ko ka chom se ye ntumi nya kwan
otumfo no brebo mu ni se akwan ne de bebri ama contractors eno de number ne de nka me fan ze enkaya Nenso no sika 70 no aban etimi tua interim payment certificate no dodo na every every so omuni site they say o kakra na say What the ama contract na year then. The abana na sebi. Ye ne no ka ye borno an so be Jessica. No ma sign abaside. Na nze bi the kofa annual contract e go dwe man so contract. We call class previous and best with trust. So often the final asaya fana and yefe. As no ke hono ye the ama contractor already short. We are free of wasi abagantano abisi manso kwanta na nkodia babisi anyan kwanta over 240 million US dollars project. Then I'm say payment no elko o sha free of wasi abagantano eduma no enko so yi papa. Nti akwan le ofufo ye wo how until saban bit metri contractors local your big problem. The group here, now me akra me am here me mobo because I dey scanning you butu. Me wan so fi here it me ye kwan yan kebe wa. Kamen so metina so ni ye ni na wi ada achi me na mo. Me free so na mo kwa betima ka say ye kwan we na mo kan ye kwan we ya me breso. So ni ma no be bribe no ohia se no next ka se no ama be bribe yak. Ni hu me na Bombata him say I don't many years because the town rules up to now. It me after year request say terminate. Now I am farmer contract for France idea call happy. It will for acquiring the
man point it now the regional house of Ashanti regional house of Chisma. Regional minister be catch and say yen to me your kwan dia ukrum ha. Sikani ho. And so man point say a kwan ya no asantimemu ono nkwane kingdom asphalt et say the tell it to say this is where the problem is, because obi be get away na onhini mu a kese tumi ka say sa 40 meter gata into front toma ye nyina enko toma MPP a and they say Jomoro MP no also be the MP wa asantimemu, because Doctors Afutofi oye MP e wo Jomoro eye bridge a waye no ankoba asantibemu a ankosi esi no oman hema ananka osi esi sa MP no oman hene o senka sa MP no o senka sebio ahemfu bi ekoto no, because oye MP in opposition. Say yen nyina tima kubodwa akohwe 40 fita gata. This is an MP obabesia or opposition. The first time in parliament, this is a bridge.
Kakra waye fuada fo school kwada emma mi tofe ipeni fo nyina se ye ba tofe maguru nyina se ye mi atofe jomolo afu tofe rala kelema jomoro anyelazo Doctors afu tofe rala kelema tomorrow yato yamayo afutofe rala kalema tomorrow anyelazo Doctors afutofe rala kalema tomorrow yato yamayo. Sakifule asure mane bofule ekinde suaso zaki manichi mao asure meblavu asure 419 eshi akole edudu awo akole kala bi akuwa iye bode akole bode jomolo yenkulo asumoni bisi ye pia ya tupakeni anu nakole bode one more about Henny. I call about the baby and Chimaya boy. I can say, yeah, it's not to be about one cow. Echimana bro, Elbow, what can you? Echimana book, I'm on my work. Echimana bro, and it's Echimane, a foot of it, and it's a trophy, a foot of it. Ralekelema tomorrow, Anyelazo, Doctors a foot of it. Ralekelema tomorrow, Yato Yamayo, a foot of it. Ralekelema tomorrow, Anyelazo, Doctors a foot of it. A foot of it.
There's an MP in opposition. The bridge or connecting villages. Jomoro MP, Doctors Afutofi. Now what Jomoro kana otu tiana na wajuni nye juma. Mekwati say ekwasi afobisu compete Samia Kuruma usadi confused lady onim Samia Kuruma. No enya opportunity kwa so defending papa ko defending papa. Confused lady. And a Jimmy biso MPP ni. This is what we call way our opposition. When I go say Kufuor kobo eja. Na nkofre Ghana fo nyina be say MP we opposition we NDC MP. Your friend Doctors Afutofi Jomoro MP no. Now a whole president goes to the Ashanti region. Oko Ashanti region or say bridge wakotwani bridge.
Especially when it rains. The completion of this project has come as a relief to us. President Akufo-Addo has opened up the completed 40-meter reinforced concrete bridge for use. Roads and Highways Minister Francis Asensubuache indicates that the bridge and the accompanying road rehabilitation works are tangible examples of government commitment to delivering infrastructure that directly addresses the need of the people.
We are on 40 meter, and 100 meters, 40 meter, a gata. Shadi Obani or Jomro. See the bridge. Concrete uni maybe see bridge no. Insume afrom and or build the pillars, thousands of cement, concrete in the water. Amudi same suo no pie. Obichina abeye gata wukumase ma ahemfu twedwa. Emma proponent and expert Mampon hine catch the Ghana for say this is not a gimmick. This is not a gimmick. Inti school e ko ne akasesam ne about doctorate ni ade no ade ne ekosian wa abrochire. How can we be entertaining such a mediocre project in the Ashanti region? Yene to Abama MPP insult to Asantefo. Just say MPP no omuwa Asantefo ni bi say ye Jimmy na onim de ntia ma MPP yesa no yene Asanteman ahemfu ni bi ne ama MPP ho kwan na se nya ohene kese de se mampon hene eto kamfo 40 meter gata nipa na wo form no MPP behu ni se so yo dwan se oman hene mampon hene otumfo ni ho ne wo ho. He is so bold and excited to say a 40 meter culvert inti it is not a gimmicker. Then MPP no ohun party foot soldier no ohun nipa na ogina keje teto amade se oye kwasia. And no problem no. So you see, when you see the difference, Doctors Afutofi adwuma oye no, it is what the government is supposed to do. The government is actually doing an assemblyman job, and an opposition MP in Jomoro is doing a government job. Otoma John Mahama, Toma ne parliamentary candidate. Otoma John Mahama, Toma Jomoro MP, Afutofi, Doctors. These are the things we need. Yeti kronomasi abodam. Ya jina en kitin. Hey, Shadi, let me show you something. I'm in sure I did. One story way. Regional chairman na odi MPP ni mu asantememu no. Mintina busa abana okoto no busa ho sedi entina okoto aba. Chairman wontumi na odi MPP fo ni mu asantememu nyina no. O say Ekufuor the traffic light ba the kurom. Ekufuor the traffic light ba the kurase. Now they are happy to see red, gold and green. And intina o se ne kurase fo no to make Ekufuor traffic light ba ko. Otuwo bo bi ka kire o say free as one the reason to be to traffic light. Regional chairman no or no see the chrome for near jet. Yeah, the traffic light about the chrome no more light that traffic light red, gold, green. Now you see where our problem is. If you want to be a MPP for who Ghana for so much Jimmy, that is why they do what they do. Traffic lights. A whole regional chairman, he's satisfied. Say, yeah, they just red, gold, green, basically chrome, the crassy, internunti yen to boom MPP. That is our problem. I have war. They see this as normal. Into MPP do a cry. Now I'm not normal analysis. I'm raising issues where to go and speak. They don't consider Ashanti region. Say a region be they are intellectuals or smart. No, they don't do that. Say almost share in Kura message you Bontinia. Ashanti region will last. They don't worry about them because with them, MPP who almost say they are not so smart or too intelligent to understand until they just have to feed them like chicken. And then somebody else for. This is a whole regional chairman, and this is his reason. Traffic lights. Into a chronic problem, a traffic light. A chronic into Bia Uncle Tuabama Bawumia. Traffic light. Anytime I say, Ubu Abos on the class of power, I could a smart. The moment Abos or MPP shirt, no, Daniel Bois, I want to mean Unibium. Because to be argument to be. I just send a video of a butcher, Mammy or Casse. KJT near Dijada and San Eba. KJT now do Jada. Na Sa Ghana card de Kutano. Na hospital new and San Eba. Now one answer Ghana card neighbor with Jimmy and okay some chase chela so what tia bibini or jinsa wotano say I say we Jimmy a chese dia wo kano dia wo ye no emfa kwan mu dwene hu biem. That's all enya tenie so me say we Jimmy o it means what you have to do you are not doing it so sebio ukoja wo nan na also pepa wo to no obepa wo to we na wudi a me say we Jimmy because that is not right. Say ukute aduane na also wodo to chance mu na wudi na wudi aduane no gu form na wudi free form a make say we Jimmy. It means your action no what you are doing no is not right. In this time I mean as kind a Jimmy kasa because so obako free SH na yare bona ehne de beko. These are things you ask yourself. In this all catch am say na wudi udwadada ansa na KJT eba sebi o mesrewo na hospital nu ho ansa na Ghana card na eba. Time na hospital no ho na sebi o card ni wo na emma wo na wankasa ogina ho no wo ye no time a wo no na card be ne kutawo. These are things so you ask yourself ma'am ye ma party engibi ye Ghana ni na wo hwe me a obi kan ya ka say we Jimmy a review your actions and a review the you got to review am say cancel. So because we Jimmy or park catchers say review your actions, a review, bro, for no, and then I go for problem about Gala. No, it be one tias here. Into me ba. That's how did you get to mama so we Jimmy. It means review what you are doing. Don't do it again. She say ubedi you no chance him. And the obeti you no chance him or gata home, but men didn't get him. Into me say oh Jimmy, just a review your actions. Say me ba. Na sebio what time ebia adia or form now the show num. Now me catch say hey Jai Jimmy na me just review your action. Eduane na what time no men fan show num for to ball him. So, Nina, I can say, what Jimmy, Mumubi, what Jimmy, I am saying, say, I was somewhere review of your actions. They are more, yeah. Action review. It's me mo bia bumfu. Say, I can't just say, what Jimmy, we are telling you to review your actions. Baby, I know I've been a yaka say, free SHS, let's review and go for bofu. Ya pesi yen ye, san yen review ni biem, yen san shesibia, free SHS net ye. Na yen shesha nyoma bi ye, review. Where Jimmy, the tree any review. Hey, you are such a review. You are, hey, why are you being a review? Just say, oh, yeah, Jimmy for you are being a reviewer. Just say, into review, no, and then the Gina Homa Jimmy. Into I got say, hey, stop being a review, and I stop being a fool. And I said, don't be a review, man, yet Jimmy for. Do not be a reviewing. There's a member, Jimmy for, but we're a review of spring. Bro, phone no so am for. Nti obi say you can say bad behavior and then cancel no. Stop the bad behavior. You are being stupid, stop the bad behavior and just say die and you cancel. Nti ka Muhammad can say you cancel free SHS ka say oh free SHS bad behavior and ke kutwam. But so can say reviewer no be say bibi wo ha Jimmy ni bia anya ni ye o say tene no. Review no. Inti ana ka say we are reviewing Yes, sir. We Jimmy for. Brofo de do, brofo. Hey, say brofo de ope bi obetima ye no. E bia wonte brofo ntira. E no bi say gimmick, obi so beka say gimmick. Mom nyina de ba ko. Pa man point say gimmick. Obi say gimmick. Ni nyina brofo ba ko. Endro etia obi say indigenous. Ni nyina say de enti brofo de open na ye. Enti stop being a reviewer. Men nya boa. A lot of you are reviewers. You are revelastic human beings. When Jimmy Atra apeto, and then your friends say you are a revelastic human being. Reviewalization. When Jimmy Atra pro, you are being a reviewalization daughter. Oh yeah, or Jimmy Foba, and then they say reviewalization. I did the woman. What brofo? So I'm for what I say. I review. You're quite dim. Eh, Mamaka Binja Moha de Bois. Let me show you something. And you see EC, a year EC for BBSC. EC rejects CDD's request to observe elections. You see Electoral Commission for say a year CDD for almost some election be me say election way. Obi enwu a election way. So moje enwu ewo EC wa election way yentumi hu results in da EC for no. They are Jermaine said she would take a back seat to Bossman Asari. Sa MPP foot soldier no. Only na ebe damage no. Election way, hardly will you hear Jermaine speak. Bossman Asari. Sa MPP card bearing member Bossman Asari. Enkwasiade bi obe organa say yantiana enkwasiade asa akwa ne be no be say kuro no. Bossman Asari say CDD ayenim ye CDD mama read the story no. Now otie reasons nti omo so omo ma CDD and cover elections na obebusa won say hey na we omo ye mo ana so omo ye mponche. Deputy Commissioner of Electoral Commission EC in charge of corporate services, Dr. Bossman Asare, has addressed the Ghana Center for Democratic Development CDD after rejecting their request to observe the upcoming elections. Bossman Asare ni EC Jermaine Sam said CDD oma cover your election from Titiabe sin then say this time omo cover election bia omo observe na omo ka observe omo pene. Hey, is this a democratic nation? How did we get here as a people? CDD omo we observe elections they would say bibia e koso jojo omo say that be criteria ho ye ma mo nye omo say omo mo nye. Now read the story I say no more. In an interview on TV3 on Monday, November 25th or November 25th, Dr. Bossman Asare explained that the EC allows organizations interested in observing elections to apply, but clarified that approval is not automatic. Say, oh, EC for say, do elections are organizations be apply. Omo apply so we pese obe observe say election no mu ye modwuma yi na ye to abani ye so enkofo apply mum but this time dey enye automatic say be ma chance e mo akọ observe elections no. This should tell you something. This should tell you something. It should tell you these people are bent on rigging the elections. Jermaine and Bossman mo, they are there for MPPO. Now uko anymore say he emphasized that the commission conducts a thorough background check on applicants, including an evaluation of their track record and experience in election observations. I'm say criteria and say I'm check agency bia organization bia or track record and sebio sibia why juma our election wa me but I'm checking CDD for nyome mu no so many track record papa bia in the election where yakoto abeno the CDD omo need the chance to do what? To go and observe. Say, Jermaine say we are bani man. I say oh we are bani. You see, I'm more the right to do that. Only say when dangerous. No, my men show the dangerous cry. My men show the part that is more dangerous. We are Ghana near 120 NPP. I'm protected our bar. Now what's I Ghana in the way Jimmy? Now one pet democracy beam. My men show I debut her. Or say. Tie de almost aye tie interview we. Bossman Asare say election a yekoto aba no media houses 12 pe e de be mo kwan say omombe monitor election 12 MPP media houses here 10 muntie boss on sorry.
What is your plan with observers? And these include local, domestic observers, foreign observers, and then the media. What is the plan?
Well, the plan is that we've given them the accreditation to be able to observe the elections at all the polling stations in the country. And in this case, we are talking of the 40,648 polling stations. And we know some of them are going to be observing the elections in some particular regions. Some of them also have a nationwide approach where observers have been sent to different parts of the country. Apart from that, we have the media who have also been given accreditation to also observe and report on the election. So they have access to almost all the polling stations we have. However, that of the collation centers will be restricted. Not everyone who has access to the polling station will still have the same access as far as the collation centers are concerned. And this is something the Commission will announce to all the observers so that they will know how it is going to pan out on election day.
I have seen a communication from you in which you said that the observation by the journalists who are supposed to show up at collation centers, you said per constituency, at a constituency collation center, there will be 8 media houses per each constituency. So you are accrediting only 8 media houses per constituency. 3 of them will be TV stations and 5 will be radio stations. And then at the regional coalition centers, you would have 12 media houses per each regional coalition center, 5 TV stations and 7 radio stations. How did you arrive at the decision to allow only 8 media houses cover the coalition at a district or constituency office?
You know, at the coalition center, apart from the media and observers, you're also going to have agents of political parties. So, for example, we have 12 candidates contesting the presidential election. So each of the candidates will have their agents at the coalition center. Apart from that, those who are contesting the parliamentary, they will also have their agents at the coalition center. UC officials are going to be there. So in the wisdom of the commission, the conclusion was that to create an enabling environment for a smooth coalition exercise, let's restrict the numbers. And we think that at the constituency level, to have 8 media houses is generally appropriate. And the regional level, 12 media houses is also very, very much appropriate.
That's your view, but we disagree as media. So I want to know who may have given this advice. Did you, for instance, speak to the Association of Journalists, at which meeting it was decided it's all right to have 8 media houses at the coalition center?
We arrived at that conclusion based on our history and the nature of the coalition centers. If you are not very careful and you don't manage the coalition centers very well, you may end up having a lot of problems, challenges to deal with. So the commission believed that with this particular arrangement, it will create a very smooth coalition exercise at the constituency and the regional levels.
Doc, your work is hinged on transparency, and the media gives you the best transparency ever. If the media cameras or the number of media cameras gives you the best transparency ever, why are you blocking them out? And I mean, if you want to reduce numbers, why are you targeting the media and not anybody else?
No, we are not only reducing numbers per se for the media. It's something which cuts across. And you know, we are making the point that you have 8 media houses. Let's look at a constituency like Banda, a constituency like, let's say, Hohoi, another one like Bantaman. You have 8 media houses. We think that 8 should be enough.
Like, where on earth? Hinna ewiasi ye elections. The media, we count media more the right to cover elections. Where on earth? Where on earth? Ena ye to aba electoral commission to because say ma select way, modie regional, ma select way, modie eye constituency. Monna more the right to cover. You know what they want to do? They want to put out numbers Ghana for GD on election day. They want to decide the number. On some kind number between trim. It almost select NPP politicians omu radio stations and omu TV. What they are going to do is say they are going to give them the numbers to tell Ghana for say, hey, NDC, NPP, we knew or we need parliamentary omu nyina obeka the same thing. They want, because you see, now they know they cannot suppress the vote. The people will come out and vote. But omu pese vote they do regional. Media they didn't can't be too trim say MPP we need. So what they are trying to do now, and they say they want to try and put numbers in the system. We will be forced to believe because it's unknown to me for numbers and to abontin because they need to at the end of the day finalize the numbers. But before they go and put their fake number at EC National, no, almost per se MPP radio stations edin kind so provisional because over 12 radio stations. And 8 TV stations. Now, omunyina rally around one number. Say, oh, MPP nya this number. Technically, the whole nation has to go with that number, and that is what they want. They want to manipulate or monopolize the number. It is not about anything. And it's na almost select media house on Let me tell you. Media house be a it is going to work for them. Ebia bakubi and I say be ombe yine film. Send a be on oh baku we there or yeah different from 8 and not 12 no. Ombe be 2 bia. Ombe we there NDC affiliated. When 2 come out with different numbers, not 10 come out with different number, they will take the 10. Media coverage of the election to set to be no IPAC no. Omoko IPAC. Then enkwasiafo to say Kofi Palumu no. Ene sa enkwasiafo no maka no omo te wo. It does not matter what NDC MPP. NDC benya ebia one party be to say no. Say majority no. So this is the strategy they want to do because will say Ghanaians will come to the polling stations. Ghana for are ready and aggressive. Say Ghana for will protect their ballot. Now between counting, transferring to regional, no, they want to change the narrative. What they want to do is almost start again to say, oh, NPP lead the parliamentary, they are NPP lead the presidential. Now, I'm force ya say NPP win elections, no. And it's na NPP for catch them say by 8 p.m. no money parliamentary. Why are they not worried about the presidential? No, I'm a person of the parliamentary to trim. Say NPP in your number say. Radio ni nyina beka say MPP nya number ni say so when so we need presidency and no person in election no they know Bawumia has lost the elections but Bosman Asare they have devised means bia they will force the media they will collaborate with the fake media some of them to force a number on you people and no where in the history of the world and they are stopping media from covering an election where on earth and the media an electoral commission selects the kind of media to cover elections. Where? Also, electoral commission. There's no democracy here. Where is the democracy? This is your EC boss on Nante Ghana. This is J Mensa in Ghana. J Mensa nam Ghana. This is her. Boniben Wedi. Wakokunipa. Or your president. Our Ghana military and then they are so no DJ Mensechi Adanya or your electoral commissioner our Ghana keke under J Mensa's leadership and the media is being selected who CD the munya so munya to cover elections no Jack mamenka bibi nchiramo so what Ghana now dwen say Bawumia ne Kufuor mo adwene pa wo mutirima na wabodam so adwene say election way ebe easier wabodam Ghanaians, the young people in Ghana, you need to help the NDC protect this democracy. Hey, we are living in a country where democracy does not work again. Enrichi, onsi akwachi obi maame. When say national security, the way omakwachi obi maame, the omakwaye no, ebetuma ye watch na. I'm telling you. Hey, let us all come together as a people. Let us all go out and vote. Let us all stay and protect our ballot. Let us choose our leader. Hey, ye mistake. I say, the things I know. If we don't come together as a people, from 1992, J.J. Rawlings, NDC for the Constitution, by I 2 more Ghana. Ya to aba besi hande. There's never been a day the media they have been blacked out. Ye media ne free abatuonim. The moment the media is taken out of elections, it is no more an election. The moment the media is taken out of the elections, you don't have an election. What you are about to go do, you need to go save your country by voting against the NPP and protecting your ballot. I swear to God. Hey, Boni and Kofo we dino, they are not prepared to leave power. We will vote them out. And we will insist that the person we voted for becomes president. I swear. Hey? Someone they will say it is a joke. Almost to the point of selecting media to cover your election. You have no democracy again. Say, the NPP, Mahamudu Bawumia, the Ekufuado NPP, Gabi Ochiridakon, Bamti, Jane Mensah Bosmanasari NPP in 2024. Ekrampo and the Uko North Korea, the media will be given access. North Korea, even when you go to Iran, the media is allowed. Ghana. These are snakes and sons.
A person my waka no bows into yen stroke. Kwasiashwa yetia some pressa. The waka no osro son. I feel wait again to kwasiaba. Before then bad dance here. Pata party, unya ho. Snake and sons, snake and sons. One in the back, one in the back. Only snake and sons, one in the back. Hey, one in the back. Actually snake and sons, one in the back, one in the back. Only snake and sons, one in the back. Hey, one in the back. Onufu kebi, onufu
so that me who Ghana ne dear. Who is the guy and friend with this year? Omodi yesika kwa kotoshen. Hama ya de yesen akwa perinye ha. Kwamiti ha. Enra woko club e kwacheka. Girl so wama we mieja. And then we said that we am so free back.
Snake and sons, one in the back, one in the back. Onuba snake and sons, one in the back. Hey, one in the back. Adole snake and sons, one in the back, one in the back. Onuba snake and sons, one in the back. Hey, one in the back. Onufu kebi, onufu ke, onufu kebi, onufu ke. Snake and sons, one in the back, one in the back. Onuba snake and sons, one in the back. Hey, one in the back. Adole snake and sons, one in the back, one in the back. Onuba snake and sons, one in the back. Hey, one in the back. Onufu kebi, onufu ke, onufu kebi, onufu ke.
You are still watching with all due respect television. Yeah. Before I call break, my main country Ghana for the NPP, they want to destroy you people. Jane Mensah, Bosmanasari. Hey, these people, they don't care. The reason is that is here America for this MOBMP. Until right now, no, they are saving themselves at your expense. So what's now say? Go and vote, protect your ballot. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, media house there's never been any election in the history of this country. An EC. Omusha Abaso etumaka se yeyi radio station CB. Omunkwana what the right. Hey, that is dangerous. That is dangerous to our democracy. And let me tell you, I'm sorry. See, yamba together. Yamfa your political affiliations and tonchain. Pettiness in kitinkiti bi. Na yanjene Ghana ho enye Kufuado emfri aban mu. Mameka bi nkyerɛ wo. Na Nana Dankwa Kufuado ope third term o. Ope se osadi president biemu. Obi te se Gabi Ochredakon. Ope another 4 to 8 years biemu. Can Oforia tane bumpty he? Mo oil fields ni nyina o maton. John Mahama ka kire mu se boni ankofo we te so no almost sorry a obia ye mess no. They are not prepared and they want to use the EC to destroy your democracy. Eh? What they are doing right now, and say, they want to force some of the media to destroy this nation. That is the strategy. What they are doing now, and say, the media no, because now they are going to use the media stations to be throwing out those numbers. The NPP will hide behind the media and they will say, oh, number what in hey, radio weka, TV weka, nyina can the same number and they see a winnie. The moment he see the results in the bebano, omodinkan add the number not to mutrim. They don't want to take the blame for the distraction because let me tell you, say yama all the media houses in Ghana to cover this election and talk about it. Say, oh say yeti kroma, oh say penifo kroma pa. Otum for ho meboa. Ya na wo ho. Awonafo hene kese wo ho. Bonofo hene kese wo ho. Eye Dagomba hene kese wo ho. Eye Enzemafo hene kese wo ho. Yawo so many regional House of Chiefs of Ghana, 16 regions in your regional House of Chiefs or you're the National House of Chiefs or Jaho de Diano. On say we how mo. Yes. On say you were statesman or Ghana. You're J Kufuor Ghana. On say assembly and Hano. Your ex military officers we revere. On some you know Ghana. On some who's idea when they're quiet. You're a soft one penny for. Ebiatini omunsa oba omiaso. Omunyina ukrum ha. They have seen this. They are all quiet. I swear to God. Ghana say yanka ye ho ambom. Na ye nyina yanko ballot. Na yanko 20 MPP. Enjina ho ankan protect yaba. Our democracy will be gone forever. Ekrowe, Rwanda will be better than us. I'm telling you. We will be worse than Liberia. I know sometimes, you know, very naive people to me because Ghana de Onyankopon crew. The moment you hear a pastor or any Ghanaian say Ghana de Onyame man na bibin to me bemuno, sa nipa no naive. Sa utie software obie na no ka say Ghana de Onyankopon crew abone samun to me see or naive about the religion the Bible ne kutano no. Because Bible ne kutano no ntokwa ene this our religion ne bae. Maybe you don't know your religion. Quran no nipa bi kontokwa and the save sa Quran and the Bible no nyame asem no. People had to fight. They had to go through as an era where this religion we are all basically proud of. Some people had to sacrifice to keep it. So there's nothing where we are saying you get it easy. The religion now woman will say Christoni yen kremonia through that no onyankopon tie usufre no obi na de ne boje twaso. Some people sacrificed. Some people had a journey of their life. Go through fight with chariots. Fight with people they don't know. Lose friends, family to get your religion where it is. So your mistake. Now you say democracy na ikuta no. It is automatic and definite. And that the actions of some people to influence you are a fool. I'm telling you. Say, Ghana, we are penyini, we are suffer, we are young Ghanaian, we are now you say Ghana, the democracy you are holding, a nipa de kuta democracy no. The democracy we are enjoying today, I will be on we no a nipa. Say yamfan she ni papa pansema election way, that will be the end of all of us. And sometimes people think say it is a joke. It is not. I know some people think, say, it is politics. It is not. What you are seeing now is deliberate. You see, CJ Mensah, what they used her to do in 2020, no, she still thinks, say, Ghana for are timid. Ghanaians can't react. So who TV so ya bought tear gas manipa bibri dwane. Ya bonipa 82 yen hodi obi accountable. She lives with us. She sees these things. So sometimes not if ya on the boss man mutenasia. Omo said these people are cowards. We have the military that will protect us. We have the national security that will kill for us. So why don't we keep doing what we're doing? Because only Omaya Bonina could see a point they don't know how to go back. And they have taken sorry. They have taken the silence of Ghanaians to mean it's a Ghana for Jimmy. And you see, when you are filled with power, it is a point in your life. I know who will be a one who changes or a coward. Normally, when people haven't tested real power before, now time power be to say obi to say Jane Mensah and same any boss man. Now okono who soldier for left and right, soldier for tenekamu, okofia, soldier for gardener. I am not timuno. Ohun a normal Ghanaian on the street. Okasa bibra ohun is say or a coward. And one shall one yes smarter et say only abrofote. The one kasa only abrofote no. One you very smarter who's abrofo sound. So only a before na tia. Only very smarter who's a before sound until you meet Obia on your abrofote. Until you meet Obia on your before te. Especially so you Ghana nina oni bruni nete at the same. There are so many things you don't see say the lifestyle of Obi abrofo, the way they do things at home, no. You yourself, no, you don't even know. Say there are some things say it has changed you until maybe you meet a Ghanaian or you are around other Ghanaians. A hona one kasobenya sa awareness then we say no. These are things and I'm beginning to say it's supposed to be normal. But when I'm with my people, it's not. But I don't even know. So sad day we cry no mean to me nyebiem. And I'm not saying say Abia Usha Ghana for they are doing something bad. I'm trying to let you know say to a point when it's changing you don't see it. And you see that is where obi to say Boss Mnasari any J Mensah, that is where they are now. They believe, especially Boss Mnasari believe say nipa dodo say and be to my charge obi to me aye bibi or Ghana ma Ghana kebi me kebi na say they don't see it. They don't do money to for omu say no because so je ni ba ko etwi tuo no botu a nipa ni nyina be dwane. So they don't see the seriousness in what they are doing. So they have taken Ghanaians to be foolish. They are timid. They cannot react. Until they are taking a liner. They want to help the government rig. Because they know the consequences at the end of the day. Omu ebo nipa tuo ayawaso West Wagon. Yanka obi anka. Nipa ewu ema omu kodi bonene da hone yete Ghana. 2020, the supervised an election you ku nipa 8. Obia antwe obia so. So what is going to make them think say 2024 when they do these things, something is going to happen to them? It is only you. This woman J Mensah or evil. She has been consumed with power. Power abedini trimwa to the point they say, "Ohun Ghana ni ewu," she doesn't care. And if we don't sit back and reflect where we are coming from, and what we have gone through to get to this point, I swear to God. Sa Liberians say you no more Ghana, you don't go to Bujumbura. Na ye ti Ghana join so mo ye mobo. And now mo ye royals obu krom, omo ya adehye no. We will look around. Ye ho be mobo achi omu nyina. JJ Rollins catch the Ghana for any NDC for especially. Principles are very important. When you move away from your principles, if you don't take care, you can even kill your own daughter. When you move away from your principles, so when Nyabutsa, what made you know, you will destroy it. Principles are very important. At a point, or remind the NDC for say, the principles now you take part way no. Do not move away from that principle. Because you see, the moment we as a nation, we move from that principle, which is the democratic principle, kebi to respect the rule of law, to make sure things like elections are transparent and the media have the right to cover. And then we as a people to have the right to know or to pick who leads us. When we deviate or move away from those principles, we can never get this nation back. And when you see things like this, now easy catch will say, office and select media, it is dangerous. Your democracy has been cut into half. American government through the US embassy a release statement. Ghana for say this government is bad. They want to destroy your democracy. And they said it in a technical way. Oman can plainly. But so if you are smart, now we read the letter now. Omo catch them say the leadership no mudimusuno. There are some people in there who have bad intentions. And that what they can do to help you as a nation is to inform you and is to close their borders to such people who don't want to protect your democracy. It has gotten to the point where 10 days to elections, your EC boss are soldier for trying or say or tonight Electoral Commission as selected media houses are on the cover elections. So NDC new, so MPP new. So you're Ghanaian, a nation supposed to have a principle. And there's something called natural principle. When it comes to democracy, and you're one way, a reciprocal. Nipa mienu or them, like I said, you're practicing democracy. One should not have too much favor than the other. So where the body are, we have. The moment about there, nipa baako pe bedi ni nyina ka say a democracy no. This one obetumi across the line abaha. Sorry. Obetumi across the line abaha. Or cross the line baha. Obe try say we'll take this guy out. And in the process, trying to take this guy out, they will roll. They will destroy this guy's settlement. They will roll back and come to these guys to settlement. They will destroy it. They will end up killing each other. They will not have a settlement. We need to understand. We all have to be scared. It should ginger every single Ghanaian to understand, say, Abana Yakotono. It is between we, our democracy, and Ekufuado and its group of criminals who want to destroy the democracy. Majority of you Ghanaians want to find that. Yani tu kwa ni a young kakra. We hustled on our own. So what's not other countries so that you will protect your democracy, you will protect your nation. Me took coin first time to South Africa. Nasike kutami $11. Yeah. $11. A very good female girl being at the mommy. So date maybe or say well, I think if she's watching me in Kumasi, $11. And I'm doing 2 coin free Ghana. And the $11, it wasn't $10 and $1. It was singles. You have not lived in other people's country before. You don't understand how to protect a democracy. So what you say? Now, the Ekufuado and this MPP for we are, you will quickly get your card and vote against them. And say most of the people in Ghana no want to continue be my so that You have not gone through anything. You have not seen the other side of you not being home. Make us say you are hustling in other countries. God being so good, we are here, we are settled. We've been able to buy our houses, we have been able to buy our properties, we're good. But somebody somewhere who start a question, I saw the catcher or no. Because so if you chrome, say democracy kuta engine free sema, you will not understand. Ekufuado, he wants another term. Gabi Ochedakon, he wants another term. Rebecca Ekufuado, Bawumia Samira Bumpty, Ken Oforiata, Bedie Tuo. Hey, all these people want another term. They want to rule again. They can only rule again when all of us give them that opportunity. They will get to rule us again and take our democracy away when we allow it. For an electoral commissioner to sit in the electoral commission and say, I have selected NPP media houses to cover the election. Our democracy has been cut into two. Now, JJ Rollins Kachiremo, and principles are principles, and it cuts across. Let us not go back to baby a free buy. Because ye bray and son ye do 79. Ye bray as a nation and son ye 81. Ye ba 82 come 83. Ye bray to come to 1992 to get a Bible, which is our constitution to protect you and I. All these people today, I almost say, they want to destroy democracy. They were not around. Most of them were out of this nation. Nana Akufo-Addo has never been affiliated to Ghana.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with. And they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
It is true. At this point, it doesn't matter the political party awum. Mumu bi muti abrochire momba wo Ghana. Mobusafo Ghana, mo maame nom, mo papa nom. Egitea, most of you, including myself, we will lose family. All because a political party wants power so desperately. We have crossed that point where it is about NDC MPP. We are at a point where it is about all of us coming out to vote against the NPP. You might not like me, but when you are dead, you cannot dislike me. Tie. You might not like me. Why do you say, the Kasama NDC? That's fine. But when you are dead, when your daughter is dead, when your mother is dead, when your father is dead, and you yourself, you lost everything, you cannot dislike me. We need to understand we are at a point. We have people in this country, they are hiding behind democracy to take away our democracy. In Kofo we dibone. The Ayan Wahano enya personal. It is not against individuals. The Ayan Wahano, it is because some people take every Ghanaian and that constitution for granted. This is not the first time a political party has come to power, but this is the first time that we have seen people abuse the constitution. And abuse it to a point where you and I, we are suffocating. We don't even look like Ghanaians again. When you go to the Supreme Court, you cannot trust anybody there. Today, Parliament, the NPP, they have tried everything possible to take the power of Parliament away. They take parliamentary proceedings to Supreme Court for Supreme Court to say, yes, NPP, it is for you. We have a president who, under his tenure and his vice president, 8 people were killed in one election. The 2 of them, they have refused to apologize to any Ghanaian. These people have basically run down, almost say a chronistic assembly from team. Today, you cannot trust some military men. A whole kennel. Yaboni Dean, the biggest opposition party in Ghana, abeye a whole press conference about police, soldier penyini, a kennel. A friend of Kennel Poku said he's hoarding military weapons. He is helping a political party destroy our democracy. Nobody has a problem. And this Kennel, he was in charge of recruitment before he was moved to where he is. He has recruited people who murder people on the streets of Ghana into the Ghana Police Service before he was moved to the Kennel. A whole political party about Bontina Beye, a press conference about Sojani Penyini. They did not mince words. They said the things he was doing and he's still doing. Weapons that he's taking from the military armory. Odema thugs to go and kill during elections. Stuffing ballot boxes. We live in this country. No elder has spoken. Sofubian question is, why hasn't the military responded to this? This should tell you that we are in a country where people want to take that democracy from you. A whole kennel, a political party that is bigger in this country, a whole press conference. No military person from the Ghana Armed Forces has responded. It should tell you something. It means that this kennel can today give instructions for 200 people to be murdered. Because the Ghana Armed Forces that we thought say, at least, they will react and take action. They said they don't care. Who is your protection? And where is your protection? Why never born who bind? Let me tell you something. I am more muting crunky to amuno. I am my junior musent to kwesi ebisi wa krankwa. Mobe bre and sana krafwa bre. When they start to fight, and tokwane estatifim kurase and sana bakrum. Semen kanchirewa. Because omo mudi boneno. They start from the back, then they start to dominate and close down. Into Virginia will say, you are not being wise. These people are dangerous. The MPP, Jane Mensah, Bosman Asare, they are dangerous people. Let's not underestimate them. Their actions alone should tell you so and they are not ready and willing to leave power. Nobody should think, say, these people are willing to leave power. No Ghanaian should underestimate the NPP. Nobody in Ghana, not even a toddler, should get up and say, NPP dear. Don't ever do that. We need to come together as a unit, as a nation. We need to collectively come out and vote them out. Vote for NDC to make sure they win these elections. I swear to God. Hey, we cannot hand over this problem to the NDC. They cannot fight it. This is calculated. This has been put together by the military. the national security, the Jubilee House, the government, and the vice president. This has been made to work. All these people, the only thing they fear is our number as a people, our population, our number as Ghanaians. That is the only thing they fear. But the moment we all coil in and think, say, it is against NDC, you are done. At this point, Ghana niya odo Ghana. Ghana niya o say oya obama oya obadwemba a ope se otena Ghana asumdwe. You need to have a rethink about how okoto abano. What you are seeing is not a joke. Let me tell you people. No Ghanaian should think, say, the NPP will get up one morning and say, John Mahama will win your power. Nobody should underestimate NPP. It is when we go out and give the NDC the needed vote, the overwhelming 90% full vote, they cannot do anything. Samokoma NPP this and this, they will not give you power. And do you know what Ekufuado and Gabimu, the intentions they have? Yeah, she party a say aye juma she omo campaign, she omo campaign. A bet say they don't care who. They are waiting for the 7th to kill. They just think say Jimmy. She party also in power. She campaign. See, so they don't care. They don't have any message. They have the belief that they can intimidate all of us and run through us. This is a party also power. Omeka bibi ncheo neto abamano. Ohun de ogina hoye. Ohun kwasia babi de ogina hoye. They don't care. Because omunya eye indication be any assurance be from military no ho. Every national security the kandapa and easy so assure. So they don't even bother. They don't even care. Oma ye be da. And they believe say Ghana for your timid. Ye Jimmy omu tutu obako obi abe dwane omu wia box say dwane. That is in their head. And we all need to stick together. Come out in our numbers. Yempia bontene metwaba. Ye wia ye nyina yenko funkam ne yenkan. So mameka bibi nchire Ghana mrem. Nobody in Ghana Obi catch us national security for take part in election. Obi ba police station because of national security amumbuni. There's nothing like national security or monitor elections. Nobody in Ghana. So police station. Na obi ba na okuta eye gota phone. Na say or national security. Ya suma ne say ome monitor election mumbuni. There is nothing like national security monitoring elections in Ghana. It is strictly the police. The Ghana Police Service. It is the police that is supposed to monitor and make sure there's security at polling stations. It is not the work or the job of national security. They are going to hide behind what they call national security. They will come to polling stations and they will use their thugs to say, we are from national security. They are lying. No national security. Ghana mrebia mo bia national security bia ho kwan say on monitor election. No. national security for any elections. So it is only the Ghana Police Service, military, until the police at Safromo. So police in turn and Sanfre military. So military officer be police station or your crown for. Until the police announcement catch the Ghana say, you better and Sanfre military mama ba. So police and to Sanfre military. So military officer be on your sojani. We need to, you see, we need to understand, baby. We are at a very slippery area, a dangerous. And you see, this guy, you see him like that, Ekufuado. When him say free power, nobody will care about him again. He will die lonely. He is not ready to leave power. Eh? All these years, Adi Ekufuado have enjoyed in Ghana politics, no? What this guy has enjoyed in Ghana politics, it is tough for him to leave the power. And just Sikana we know, he has stolen a lot of money. He knows he has money. Billions. Nema, ne yirenom, oma to toda abruchiri, oko the islands, Gabi de nim, oma. They just need that power to feel relevant. Onim say, so o release sa power na mamwa, he will die early. And he himself knows he will die lonely. He wants to hold on to that to feel important. This election, an election for him to rule behind the scenes for another 4 years or 8 years. Don't see Bawumia as somebody who can be president. Abra Ekufuado, MPP, Ekufuado Tiasie. No. And they have deliberately yi Gabi mu nyina free picture nim pese mu refi bone ne krono a abo ewudi a di nti anom forefront in the Kufuor's government no and they take a back seat and ankwasiafo no mu echire no Samia Wuku kojo ponkroma sa asenso boache sa Samuel Abugina kwasiafo no de be nim the strikers nankasa akodi echire and almost defendants nembra ya bobo no toneta strikers ni nyina beba they have not gone anywhere jankroma mu kro no omonko bebia o mesi wehu omo nyina tete and they are doing things behind the scenes just for that power again. Samuye mistake na mutam to mi ma Bawumia mutam to mi ma Akwawi. This guy is over 80 years. He's got nothing to lose. We or mental problem. Onya normal. Obetuma boutu ochna on kai. I'm telling you. Obetuma my instruction ye kunipa. He wouldn't remember. So people like that, you need to be very careful about them. This guy is evil. This guy is dangerous. Mama mom da da. Na free SHSB, omunim say they just want to buy the power from you. Say all the to me make Bawumia now able to take for the same say team. Yeah. I'm sure Debbie. Yeah, dear, but now you be can Ukraine chemo. Baby amoduno. Any political party issue. It is about voting for the party that can take power. It is going to the ballot to tell yourself, say, Unim Bibi, Mempe NDC, Nanso, from the Emi Memanti, Jenkofo, we are here for the past 8 years, Diomunya Omobayenti, Mame Fama NDC. At least, why you answer for there? Yeah? Enya munyina na modo NDC ena mo pejo Mahama asem. But at least o time jo Mahama kura obade on time no. So o time jo Mahama kura wo yire on time no. Because you don't want to get to a point that obi gina wo so okasa wo yire open nsan benkuma na open nsan ifa yentwa left na yentwa right. On pese obi be gina oba so e de se kan wo ni yemu. Eyi ni yemu ade aka se wo de wo ye hu se wo ye party we ni. You don't want that to even happen. Mumudodo amote Ghana intokwa sikima mo kwen. I want to ask, especially as Santifor Dodo and the Intokwesi wo Ghana mokwahin. Muni epubia mokofa ship ako. Muni airport bia etu mudemako abruchiri street. Ehina muko sirema kofa Burkina. Na siremu fo no mo watomo. Na wenya ho akofurema ko Burkina. Moko de elibo akofa de enzimafo no ho. Na enzimafo no mo watomo. Na wetuma fa ho akọ de Côte d'Ivoire. Ana mu betuto ma fa Accra akọ awonafo no ho aka chem so omoma mo besene nkọ Togo. These are things you think about. Say gitim wo Ghana ye na egu ase ha. Ye nyina ye nchene. And these people, the MPP, they are giving you the signal in the history of the Republic of Ghana. Yentuaba, ya censor and I say ya black out media in the history of this country. This is an era where people have media stations, bloggers, people are making things transparent. Over America elections, Donald Trump and Kamala, they met bloggers. Yes, they had bloggers at their corner at their events. They met them and spoke to them. They know what they carry. I'm telling you. Go and do your checks. The Kamala campaign, there was a blogger corner. Bloggers. The president was going there to talk to them. They know what they carry. In 2024, by elections, we're going to catch them say, oh, select media. We should not allow this to go on. Majority of impeniform DHE and omudi enim oma disappoint here. At least enyeko who's a kufomu nyinano, it is about their interest. It is about their party. Se Ghana beshia, they don't care. At least the abehu kakrano no. Ahimfuni bi wo ho a, it is about what they will get. It is not about the protection of our democracy. Asofo bi ameyehu se enyo mu nyina ne do Ghana. But wo enemy, we can protect the Ghana we want. We can protect this country by putting aside we party. For once, we should make a decision at the interest of Minewo. The MPP is dangerous. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, until you people give power to John Mahama and John Mahama is sworn in, he's still dangerous. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Gabi Ochredako, Bedi Etuo, Oforiata, Bamti, Sa MPP Abanwe, until Semobe swear John Mahama as president on the 7th of January. They are dangerous people. Samotu Aba 7 December, you still have to be on guard. These are crazy, dangerous people. Even after swearing in John Mahama, so we near 3 months or 4 months, you should be on guard because they have the plans to be a coup after 4 months of elections. I have heard Gabi on phone having that conversation. They still insist that John Mahama kura we near between January and March, they will do a coup in Ghana. So you people should not underestimate anybody. Don't underestimate these people. Yeah, they minimum no. Me kano mi show we so a man time be o Ghana o me su o mu yem.
Never get me that something what on your bow. Ya kana se wantia ye jao ehwe ni abeto mampam oso ontie so dogo binu abem mampam oso ontie nani amuka nyina guna swati mu beswara mampam oso ontie mu beswara mampam oso ontie. Once upon a time, animal called mampam. Any king where them go bring him. Mampam said that king know the force. Iga was a king. Mampam said he know the force. elephant come, man pam some better than you. The peaceful creature panda, man pam said I want to know the first lion became a king. Man pam said I want be the worst ever. Man pam now become a king. All the crawling animals, everybody become minister. Ya turn ya color TV, ya dibia so sort of black and white. Oh my equality, oh my titi upon some cry. Oh my anima time is yo, oh my so. Also auntie, so dogo be no bim. Also yo, na ni amuka ni buna swati, mube sware o. Mam pam, also auntie, mube sware so. Mam pam, also yo. Mam pam wait yet say. Omani su onedi ojineni na ojaru webiemu no no jonso ajana na bia su webiemu mampa mu abobosia chanu ohini bia watuna kunya no so pen ye umuni odeye amim sam ni akasi sam kwa ya to ayanto ye ti